Dance like no one is watching, sing like no one is listening, love like you've never been hurt, and fuck like a goddamn retard. Some gold-plated chains would make a nice retirement gift for a very, very good slave. College freshman Scott Damerow, Larry, set a new world record by using his head to bust 142 eggs, and he now officially holds a place in the Guinness Book of fucking retards. I think the reason I most look forward to China ruling the earth is that all of their last names sound like slang for cock. Sometimes I will meet a lady at a bar, got the same disease as I do, and I'll fuck her. He says to me, there's one way to wake her up, but it's a little unconventional. You go in there and you have oral sex with her. I said, by God. So I go in there, I'm in there about 5 minutes, and I come out. I said, Doc, she's choking. Why do dogs always race to the door when the doorbell rings? It's almost never for them. Like, I'm no expert, but I think probably most rapists are hypocrites. You have a boy. I know you have a boy. I know.
A boy and a girl, yeah.
Yeah, and but I know you have a boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A new report from the CDC states that only 1/3 of Americans use condoms, while 2/3 of Americans are still pretty cool. Get out! There is no problem big enough that a huge black cock cannot fix. Well, I guess the biggest thing that nobody knows about me is I'm a deeply closeted gay man.
What?
Orange is the new black, but not in my apartment building. Kevin is the new black. Hey, this occurred to me today. ID, which I had to show it again. There's a strange abbreviation when you think about it. I is short for I. And then D is short for dentification. Hey, for the 9th consecutive year, Nick, JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy. Hey, how about this? The Dalai Lama said that killing in the name of religion is unthinkable. Hey, thanks, Dalai Lama. I'm sure everybody will fucking listen to you. No one listens to the Dalai Lama.
No one.
That just because I come in here, I order a Polish sausage, why would you jump to the fact that I'm Polish?
Right.
And the guy says to me, well, first of all, it's a hardware store. A new study found that men with beards are more attractive than men without beards. More great work from the University of Bob Seger. I don't care if a guy's a guy, a girl, a guy, girl. I couldn't care less. I love them all.
What do you make of...
I'll have sex with any of them.
Doesn't matter. So I say, hey, you see that pig, that cow, you know, horse? That remind you of any of your relatives? She says, yeah, my in-laws. I said, you dirty dog. Oh, wow! In Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Mavericks and the Thunder, Magic Johnson said that Dirk Nowitzki is playing like he has 3 legs, which is a nice way of saying he's playing like a black guy.
Yo, let's talk about a real issue at hand. Trash piling up, it's time to take a stand. From plastic bottles to styrofoam cups, our planet's drowning, it's time to wake up. Garbage trucks roll, streets lined with waste, but where does it go? It's not a race to the landfill, a mountain of despair, but we can change course, show that we care. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. Single-use plastics, they gotta go. From straws to bags, it's time to say no. Bring your own cup, your own tote bag. Small steps add up, let's not lag. Sorting all waste is not that tough. Recycling centers, that's where it's rough. Separate paper, glass and cans. Give them a new life, that's the plan. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand. But it's not just about the stuff we toss. It's about the mindset, there's no loss. Composting food waste, it's a win. Turning scraps to soil, let's begin. Educate the masses, from young to old. The future's at stake, let the story unfold. For the sake of our planet, our home sweet home. Let's clean up our act, together we roam. Trash talk, it's more than just words. It's about actions, the change we deserve. Reduce, reuse, recycle. That's the plan for a cleaner, greener earth. Let's take a stand.
There's a real stream of consciousness thing happening here, Norm.
Yeah, it's called conversation.
Manifesto.
Who was the better man?
Okay.
Dr. Martin Luther King? Stalin. What do you call a gay boxer?
Huh?
What do you call a gay boxer?
NORM MACDONALD.
No.
Welcome back to React and Relax TV, guys, for another comedy reaction. Alright, so I'm going to be checking out this clip of NORM MACDONALD talking about space. Alright, can't wait to check this clip out. I don't know what he's going to be saying in this clip. Alright, so yeah, can't wait to check it out. So if you're new to React and Relax TV, guys, or before you leave, you become a part of the family. And to all my returning subscribers, guys, thank you for checking out this one. Alright, so let's go.
But I looked on because I like learning on my Wikipedia, and I looked because I was wondering about fame, the nature of fame, because it's changed so much, you know? And when I was young, it was one thing, and now it's a whole different thing. And I was wondering how many people have been to the moon, like have actually walked on the moon. So I looked on my magic telephone, and I found out only 13 or 14 in the entire history of the world. You would think that would make you very, very famous. But no. The last guy who walked, now you'd think he would be famous for being the last guy to be on the moon. His name was Harrison Schmitt. Now, who ever heard of him? Meanwhile, he goes all the way to the moon, hangs around there for a while, and comes back. He's not famous, but a girl with a giant ass is famous.
I get what you say. Alright. I get it, for real. You think everyone would know of him, right? Yeah. And you will be talking about more. What I'm saying. No. But a girl with a giant ass is famous. Not the man, not the last man who has been to the moon. No, not him.
Now, when I was young, a man who went to the moon was famous. And a lady with a giant ass, you'd go, can you stand over there? Because this is... Harrison Schmitt. So how many people that went to the moon do we even know? There was, we know the first ones. There was Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. They went Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. And even the third is hard to remember. His name was Michael Collins. And Michael Collins, in one of the just most unfair jokes, I don't know what it was, he got to go all the way to the moon, but not go on the moon. All the way to
the moon, and then that little rope ladder, he wasn't allowed to go down. He had to stay in the lunar capsule while Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong went on the moon. And Michael Collins just looking out the window going, are those motherfuckers golfing?
Really? No, did he? Did he actually look out the window? I just say that. I guess he's just saying, you know. Maybe that's what he ended up doing. I don't know. But he's right, you know. You know, practically know mostly about like the first three, but yeah, I think those three are just about the three that I know of that been on the moon. Like, yeah, you think their name would be mentioned more, or they would be more popularized, or than the girl with the big butt, as Snob would say.
Good God, they're golfing. Wait a minute, they got a dune buggy now. I was only allowed to bring so much, and they brought dune buggies. This is... I have to keep up a good face, I guess. And then Buzz and Neil, I'm sure they were nice guys. They didn't want to hurt Michael Collins, you know. So they probably went back, you know, to the lunar capsule, you know, and Michael Collins was like, what do you think, guys? What was the moon like? What was it like? And they were like, ah. It's all right if you like that kind of thing, I guess. I prefer the lunar capsule myself. I can't speak for Buzz, but I really do like the lunar capsule.
Man, that is hilarious. It's just a good one. It's a little short. I don't know. The clip is a little short, but I wish it was a little longer because I know that's not the whole routine. But the clip that I'm watching, that's where it actually stopped, I guess. Yeah, I was looking if there was a longer clip, but I didn't see any. Alright, guys, but as usual, Norm is hilarious and big sense out of nonsense as it is. I was really getting into the clip right there, you know, sure, and it just done like that. But like I said, anyway, I did enjoy the little that I see. I hope you did as well. Alright, and don't forget to live, love, laugh, and to learn. And I will catch you in another clip, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.
We're back. We're back. My first guest was, of course, a cast member on Saturday Night Live. He's also appeared in numerous films, including Dirty Work and Billy Madison. Please welcome our old chum, Norm MacDonald. So nice to see you.
Oh, man, it's great to be here, Conan.
Yeah.
In the talk show, my natural element.
Yes. I've always said you're a terrific guest, and you're like a fish in water. Not out of water, a fish in water.
Yes, I am.
Talk show.
I'm like a fish in water on a talk show.
Yeah.
And it turns out there's an opening now for a talk show.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because it's been in the news a little bit. You have been lobbying. The host, Craig Ferguson, announced he's stepping down.
Craig Ferguson is stepping down from the Late Late Show.
Yes.
And so, you know, all my career, I've been, you know, sort of diffident.
That's a cool word, diffident.
Well, it is a kind of retarded word, huh?
No, it's a good word. It's a good word.
Anyways, no more diffidence for me.
So what you're saying... Well, if you don't know what diffident is, no one knows what the hell you're talking about.
I know. What should I say?
You've been a little laid back, let's say.
Laid back, and that's not what, you know, what fuels this town, Hollywood, is naked ambition.
Right. And what you've done...
went from being passive to active.
Yes, I am a furnace of ambition.
Okay. Norm.
It's warm, actually.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And what I plan to do, you see,
Is you want to take that job. You've put it
I
out
want that job because here's the thing. I kept hearing, hey, there's a conversation going on about these different names. And
About who might replace Craig Ferguson, yeah.
And my name was never in it. So I believe, my dad always taught me, if you're not part of a conversation, the thing is you walk up to that table and you put your hand out and you say, Mr. Moonves, good to meet you, sir. I hear you've been conversing about different people. You've been conversing about different people, and I don't like them.
Wait, you would, instead of talking up your own skills, you would crap on the other people?
Oh, no, I would never do that.
Okay.
No, I would just say, listen, you're sitting around the table, and, you know, why does my name lay unmentioned like your potatoes au gratin?
Okay. You took the restaurant thing way too far. Let's get you out of the restaurant. What about one name they're mentioning a lot is a very popular guy, John Hodgman. They're saying John Hodgman might be the possible guy who could replace Craig Ferguson.
Oh, yeah.
What about him?
Well, you see, he's too smart. Nobody wants an egghead or a blue stocking. What they want is,
No one's talked that way in 80 years. What do you mean? No one wants an egghead or a blue stocking. They want to have an Eggman. They want a guy who gets his hands dirty.
That's right. They want a fella like you and me, a man of the people. Like a dunce, a dolt.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm not saying you're a dunce or a dolt.
Yes, you did. That's exactly what you just said.
No, I'm saying you play one on television.
Okay, fair enough. You think I'm a chump, but that's fair enough. But you're saying that you think that you'd do a better job than that John Hodgman guy.
Oh, I think I could do a better job than anyone except for Conan O'Brien himself.
Well, okay, thank you. You've known me 25 years.
I know you hate
and you call me Conan O'Brien.
I know.
He's up now yonder, tell you. Way past that ridge.
No, as I said, I know you hate being called Conan.
No. I'm fine with it. But aren't they right now? They're looking for diversity in hosts. You know.
That's me.
What are you talking about? How are you diverse?
I'm 3/4 gypsy.
Oh, and you are not.
I swear to God, my mom, who's in the audience, full-blooded gypsy, and my father, he's half Scottish and half gypsy. Gypsy Jack MacDonald.
That's
true.
How come you can't even say your own last name correctly? You're not MacDonald.
Gypsy. We lived on the edge of town.
Sure.
And what we would do is me, my mom, and Gypsy Jack MacDonald, we'd travel from town to town, and we'd go to old ladies' houses and tell them there was something wrong with their roof.
And was there something wrong with the roof?
Oh, no. We were dirty gypsies.
All right, shut up. You can't say that. You can't say that. You're going to get mail
No,
now.
I know, except I don't think that they even exist.
What?
Well, I think...
What are you talking about?
I think that I'm a gypsy, for God's sake. I can say it. I can say the G word.
All right. You're fine. You're fine. Now, do you think, let me say this. I know this job looks easy.
It does look easy.
But do you think you have...
I mean, this job, it looks hard.
Oh.
This job looks easy.
Okay, well, I know it looks easy.
Yes.
But do you really think you've got the chops? I'm going to use the phrase chops.
Sure.
Do you think you got the chops to be a talk show host?
Oh, yes.
Because there's a lot of things you have to be able to do. You don't just sit here and guffaw. Granted, that's 98% of it. Do you have the chops to do it?
No, I've been studying it like a Jesuit.
All right.
And,
You just used the J word.
and I believe I could do it in 1 minute.
You think, Norm MacDonald, that in 1 minute you can display all of the talk show skills?
1 minute, that's all I need. If I could only have
I think we want to
1
see
minute.
this, don't we? Let's do it. He's got 1 minute.
Oh, and then I say this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. And now, here's Norm MacDonald.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You're familiar with the model Kate Upton? Well, apparently, she told the London Sun that life would be easier if she had small breasts. You know, I suppose that's true if by easier she means harder. We have a great show! Now, Andy,
Norm. How are you?
Now, I understand that you had a little trouble with your wife last night, didn't her?
Well, yeah, you know, she's a sassy gal, and and she's.
Well, let's get to our first
All
guest.
right.
Please welcome comedy legend Fred Willard.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I love your show. You're doing a great job. I love this, man. Wow,
I understand, Fred, you brought a clip.
I did.
Let's see, let's
My
take a
show.
look. Sure.
Yeah, that was.
Fred Willard.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. More Norm MacDonald.
We're back with Norm MacDonald. I thought you did an amazing job back there.
Oh, it's easier than it looks. No, but listen, guys, do you want me to be the host or not? Here you go. Yeah,
That'll get the word out to
people have
CBS.
spoken.
Yeah. Now listen.
Thank you.
So much to ask.
Sarcastic, controversial, hilarious.
There are those who think Norm MacDonald isn't funny.
Let's just go on to the next question. And you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to it.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up! Norm!
What?
Okay, listen, Norm, listen. Not only have you annoyed us,
When I was younger, I never really understood the appeal. I used to wonder, how was he showered with such unanimous praise?
That happens wherever you go, right?
Yeah, everybody yells.
Like, that guy clearly, in the best way, didn't give a f***. He really cared about people and stuff, but, like, he did what he wanted to do.
It feels like you're losing a book that nobody has copies of.
I mean, everyone from comedians to the vast majority of stand-up fans all absolutely adored the guy. But what exactly made him so unanimously loved?
Norm MacDonald, everybody!
And my God, he's certainly prolific.
I've known people for years and years that didn't make me laugh as much as he did, so he's like a real special person.
I thought about the comedy scene as it stands today. There are those who parade themselves as the leaders, those pioneering a new generation of comics, the ones fighting back against the boogeyman of cancel culture, bravely pushing truth over censorship. Yet there are times when this narrative can seem entirely self-righteous.
And it's also small, because there's so few of us. And worldwide, there's maybe 500 of us on the planet. You know, you got to be real generous and say 500 because it's really probably about 250.
Right.
But legit comics, guys you want to hang out with, guys who are fun.
Take this tweet by Whitney Cummings, which reads, "It's our job to be irreverent and dangerous, to question authority and take you through a spooky mental haunted house so you can arrive at your own conclusions." Mark Maron's response perfectly sums up what I believe the comedian's only job really is, to be funny. But who are we, right? We're the fans, we're the haters, the critics who don't understand real comedy. Or maybe it's not that. Maybe fame and wealth shines a light on who people really are.
Every time we talk about like a watch or a car, I'll get a bunch of messages from losers. You're being bitter, you're being petty, you're insecure. You only have what you have because of fans, so don't talk about us like that. Yeah, but you're still a loser. Just know that it's your mindset and you're thinking like a fucking loser.
Individuals who use cancel culture to deflect from poor moral judgment or character. When you believe yourself to be in a position of comedic or moral authority, self-awareness is often scarce.
Schultz epiphanies are my favorite.
Yo.
He repeats a statement, he's like,
That's crazy though.
Is it safe to say that you haven't made it until you've got like highly produced like YouTube hit piece videos made about you?
Yeah, that's the move, man. It sucks. It sucks. Those videos suck.
You're convinced that the majority of criticism is cloaked in pent-up jealousy. Surely it's not my material that isn't funny, everyone else just doesn't understand the bit.
And he goes, well, wouldn't bother you if it wasn't true. He's like, people call you a hack. Does that bother you? I go, oh, no, absolutely not. I'm not a hack. I'm a really talented comic.
A lot of the comedians are missing the one major key that allows them to resonate with the average person, and that is humility.
I feel some comedians, their goal is to be smart. And the funny is like a collateral thing. Play the dumb guy, play the everyman. Nobody likes a guy smarter than them. But I only want to do stand-up in clubs. I do not like theaters. To me, it's a small man on a big stage, and I can't fill that space. I'm not Robin Williams, I'm not Gallagher, you know? The most important thing in live performance is interacting with the audience. I always talk to the audience now because, you know, they can see my specials, but if they see live, they want interaction.
Now, it's not all comics who develop crazy egos and begin to lecture you like they're the protagonist of stand-up.
And there's a very specific mindset that takes place. When I'm in front of the keyboard, I can just zone in on the page and I'm thinking about every word. As you're writing each individual word, you're pausing in time.
Yeah. There are those who just want to laugh and tell jokes, which at its core is the whole point. Some of the best jokes are the most relatable, but as some comedians get bigger, they forget how to connect with people whose yearly income isn't in the 7 figures.
It's to make it somebody else's responsibility. I don't know, just telling somebody to do something feels so uncomfortable. What? Yeah, I know. You guys don't have to laugh. Do you pay them to? Well, they laugh when they want. What's so funny?
You like telling people what to do.
Okay, there you go.
Often changing over years to become either resentful to the craft or bitter towards the public. Then there are those who don't. Those who have maintained an honest approach to both themselves and their fans.
It's weird for me to rail against cancel culture. And I don't want to be on the other side of it where it's like, I'm a free speech guy, I'm a f***ing this. It's like, dude, I don't want to be involved in any of this. I just want to do comedy.
Those who have spent decades in the limelight and remained humble. Norm MacDonald is one of the best examples of this. He's always been painfully himself.
And then I got a little teary. I choked up with, I didn't realize I was going to choke up. And then I certainly didn't realize I was going to tell him I love him. I said, I love you. I say in truth, I love you.
There are those who say things to push back against censorship, whose speech and persona is curated to show that they're both edgy and advocates of free speech.
If I have offended anyone, and I'm sure I have, then I don't apologize for it.
Can I end my career in 8 words? What do you think? This next joke might get me cancelled.
Norm is different. He tends to say whatever's on his mind.
Oh, hey, you wouldn't believe it. Who got killed? The crocodile hunter. Please don't make me laugh at this. He was 44 years old. I'm like, that's a ripe old age for a crocodile hunter.
He's not attempting to portray an edgy vibe, he's just being Norm. Comedy, at the end of the day, is subjective. You should be able to say whatever you want, you just have to make it funny. And in true Norm fashion, he'd often do exactly that.
Oh, don't laugh at 9/11 again. I tried to tell him not to laugh. Adam. I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was in northern Canada.
Now, Norm is not exempt from using shock value to get a reaction from his audience. His podcast was scattered with moments where the guest would become visibly uncomfortable.
You're doing this. This is your life. And don't call me again. I don't care about anything. You don't call me again. There's no last minute fill in. There's nothing. Thank God we're only reaching 50 people.
Super Dave, I just wanted to tell you, Alfred the Great may well be the greatest monarch in the history of England. The worst? Richard the Goat.
Here's the thing though, the guests often don't expect it. When Norm is presented with an opportunity to deviate from an expectation, he takes it.
I feel comedy is surprise, right? Of course. That's the funniest thing, something they don't expect. If all these people came to see me to laugh and then they don't, that's a big surprise.
Take the roast of Bob Saget. Everyone who came up to roast was savage and vulgar in their delivery.
Jeff Garlin is a very fat Jeff's so fat, his last comedy special was shot in IMAX.
He has 2 daughters in college and 3 girlfriends in high school.
These were personal and brutal takedowns that aimed at upsetting the targets. Norm's delivery, however, was a bit different.
She may be a vegetarian, but she's still full of baloney in my book. No, but Bob has a beautiful face, like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower.
Even when prompted by Bob Saget to do the show, it didn't feel right insulting a friend.
Because it was a roast for Bob Saget,
right?
Who's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
I guess I don't like roasts.
And although the crowd wasn't entirely on board, other comics certainly were.
I mean, what were you thinking? Because it got very popular, and everyone thought it was so it was like
they put it was
like genius.
But Norm rarely pulls punches when he feels like it's deserved. He spent 5 seasons on SNL and was the host of the famed segment The Weekend Update. His favorite topic seemed to be that of the controversial O.J. Simpson.
Police have released this sketch and would like to hear from anyone who has seen it.
This week at the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence, and O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, "There it is, I've been looking all over for that thing."
Now, while the audience loved it, the executives at NBC did not. So in '97 and halfway through the season, he was fired from the show. Even when discussing it on Letterman, he still made light of the whole situation.
I'm firing you there from the show, and then I said, "Oh, that's not good." And then I said, "Why is that now?" And he goes, "Oh, you're not funny." I said, "Oh, Lord, that's even worse news,
Instead of ranting like what was expected, he stuck to subverting the audience's expectations.
I started to think about it, and plus I drank a lot of whiskey. But then the next day I sobered up and I remembered, that I still had some whiskey left.
He rarely spoke ill of the company and the unfortunate way he was fired. And so, just a year and a half later, they'd let him back on, but this time as the host.
How did I go in a year and a half from being not funny enough to be even allowed in the building to being so funny that I'm now hosting the show?
Unknown to NBC at the time, Norm would use this opportunity to take every bit of frustration he had and channel it within one of the most infamous monologues in the show's history.
Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad.
Now, not every Norm joke or delivery is as controversial as the last. Be it dirty or clean, he tends to gravitate towards what makes him laugh, trusting his own judgment without needing to pander to a narrative or expectation. One of his most famous bits was the moth joke he told on Conan.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office, all right?
You are correct.
Now, Norm is a bit of a trickster. He seems to nonsensically ramble on and on about the life of this moth.
And the moth says, "What's the problem? Where do I begin, man?"
His struggles and personal problems, and how its life is essentially ruined.
But I don't know. I wake up in a malaise and I walk here and there.
To the point where the crowd and even Conan is growing restless.
He says, "Doc."
Then, after a full minute of rambling, comes the punchline.
"You should be seeing a psychiatrist. Why on earth did you come here?" And then the moth said, "Because the light was on."
It has absolutely nothing to do with most of the joke. Norm just thought it would be funny to bait everyone into this intense anticipation and deliver a punchline irrelevant to the entire last minute. He's a master at subverting your expectations, even to a point where, to some people, it's hard to tell when he's being serious and when he's doing a bit.
You never knew he was setting something up or not. We were just hanging out and all of a sudden it'd be like this punchline out of nowhere.
But Norm isn't just known for his comedy. He's also a deeply empathetic individual. A lot of comedians were often the class clown and used comedy to cope with the traumas of their life experience. Norm was well adept at coping with existential dread.
I've seen more sunsets than I'm going to see. Let's be honest.
Are you having a crisis about mortality and stuff?
Well,
because I've heard that you've been comfort eating. That's not good.
I have had for a while. I've worried about, yes, mortality. But who hasn't, right?
This emotional turmoil, paired with decades of introspection, has given him a near unparalleled amount of wisdom.
Like my worst moments in life is when I get up late at night and go in the bathroom and turn the light on and look into my own eyes. You try to keep it at bay. You try to keep all those thoughts at bay. you know, you don't want to get to the point where something happens and you're like, why did I spend all that time thinking about death when I had a life? Like,
Yet, it never feels like you're being lectured. He always does his best to level with you. There's examples of this wisdom scattered everywhere. Take this Twitter exchange with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil is known for being annoying and at times off-putting about his scientific knowledge, tweeting, "The universe is blind to our sorrows and indifferent to our pains," then follows it up with a snarky, "Have a nice day." And true to his nature, Norm would respond, "Neil, there is a logic flaw in your little aphorism that seems quite telling. Since you and I are a part of the universe, then we would also be indifferent and uncaring. Perhaps you forgot, Neil, that we are not superior to the universe, but merely a fraction of it. Nice day, indeed. But don't take my word for it, just ask the greats."
I've looked at the tape, I'm just laughing, he hasn't done anything yet. And then Norm, how are you? And he's like, bought a farm.
Yeah.
And I know immediately this is complete bullshit. And I'd say, well,
But he's got a boyish charm when he laughs at his own jokes.
Oh, man, him laughing is amazing.
There's something just joyful about watching it.
Norm was not a perfect person, and he's been open about that time and time again.
Like one time I went to a psychiatrist because I was gambling too much, and he told me, you do that to like avoid life. And then that was my argument, was like, you live life to avoid life.
However, he never frames his habits as beneficial, but rather a cautionary tale. He knows that he's human at the end of the day, and operated with reason and an incredibly intense love. So much so that when he was dying of cancer, he kept it all a secret.
I got slightly angry because during the thing, he would set up dinners with me and he would keep canceling.
He didn't want people to know, to be pained by constant worry for his well-being.
See, in the old days, a man could just get sick and die, you know? Now, they have to wage a battle.
He opted to preserve the peace of mind for those he loved and dealt with it in silence.
He lost his battle. What a loser that guy was. Last thing he did was lose.
So when I first came across Norm MacDonald, I didn't get it. I didn't understand why so many comedians would sing his praises, why so many stand-up fans would have jumped at the chance to meet him, why a man who never hit the same mainstream success as a Dave Chappelle or Bill Burr could be so widely effective.
When my dad died, I had to do a movie with Norm, and I tried everything to get out of that movie because I was inconsolable. And I couldn't get out of it. And working with him was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. It was like he was the right guy at the right time.
Did he talk to you about your dad a lot? Or what did he do?
Never came up. He just made me laugh.
Then you watch, and you listen, and you realize that Norm lived a life entirely in service of his craft and those he loved. A guy who didn't really care whether or not people liked him.
He just didn't care if he was bombing. If he thought the jokes were good, he had exactly as much fun telling them to a dead audience than to one who appreciated them. When you were watching him tell these jokes that you thought were great and no one in the room thought was good, you were on the inside with him.
Whether or not the world was really indifferent to his sorrows, whether people approved of his opinions or his lifestyle, Norm just wanted to do comedy. And if you ask those he loves and who loved him, they'll tell you he was one of the best there ever was.
I would guess that one of the good things about this, you had some time off. Have you taken some vacation? Have you gone anywhere, traveled?
Yeah, I went. I wanted to get away from all the showbiz, crazy showbiz.
Yeah.
So I decided I'd go on a vacation, you know.
Great.
And I don't like to go to hotels because all my years of doing my nightclub act, I don't like hotels.
Yeah.
So I decided I'll go, you know, my buddy tells me, he goes, hey, you should go to one of them bed and breakfasts. You ever hear tell of them?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. The idea is you go there, it's a guy's house, and you live in his room, and then he makes you some breakfast.
Right. Very.
Yeah. It's a thumbnail.
Yeah,
you know?
that's it, sure.
So I looked one up on the internet there, and I found one. I went to Vancouver Island, Victoria, which is beautiful.
Wow.
Oh, my God. It's God's little country. And so I go there, and I look up my place where I'm supposed to go. I have it on a little piece of paper. And I knock on the door, right? And there's no answer. So I knock again, and there's still no answer. So finally, I look like in the window there, and there's an old man sleeping on a couch, you know?
Yeah.
So I banging on the door, ringing the doorbell, you know? So finally I hear like, hey, keep your pants on there, you know, from the inside. And he comes to the door, old guy, you know, but I'd say 80, 85 years old. Old Harold Delaney was his name.
Harold Delaney.
Yeah, nice enough gentleman, you know. And so I get in there and I says, well, I better go to sleep. There's no one else there, you know. Like, I thought it'd be like a whole bunch of people in different rooms, you know.
Yeah.
And it was just me.
Yeah.
So I go up and I go to sleep, and I'm ready to go to sleep, and a knock comes on the door, right? A knock on my bedroom door.
Right.
So I figure, uh-oh, old Harold Delaney wants to have sex with me there. You know?
That's the first thought that went through your mind, huh?
Well, I'm a young fella. These days, anything
not a
goes.
bad-looking guy,
Yeah,
sure,
no,
yeah.
I'm not a...
Traveling alone, why
Sure.
not?
And, of course, that's not... I didn't come to Victoria to have sex with old Harold Delaney, you know? I came to do some sightseeing.
Of course.
Yeah. So, then I hear him, he goes, well, you ought to play some Scrabble.
Oh, Scrabble.
Yeah, so I say, okay, that's good.
Sure.
I'll play some Scrabble. So I go down, and he pulls out this old Scrabble game there, and we start to play, you know, and I like Scrabble, you know. So I get the first turn, you know, because I picked the lower letter, and so I get the first turn. So I make rabbit, you know.
Pretty good.
It's a good word. And then I do it pretty quick. I take like a couple of minutes, and then old Harold Delaney, he takes like a half hour to like get his word, and the whole time he's not talking, he's not telling me old stories, because I like hearing old stories, you know? And instead, it was like for a half hour, it was just Harold Delaney going. So then after a half an hour of that, you know, I'm just sitting there, he comes up with his word, it's hat. That's his word, yeah. Hat. So he puts it, and he takes the word hat, and then he puts it like way in the corner on that triple letter score.
Right.
The triple word, the red one that you want to get to.
Yeah, sure.
But you can't just put it there.
No, it's got to have some relation to rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to move up there, you know, and finally get to there. But instead, he just puts it right there.
Oh, no.
So I go, all right, you know. And so then it's my turn, you know. I do something, and quickly, and then again, the same thing, like, you know. And then time going by, and then every word, and I was coming up with good words. You know, I had sleigh, you know, a sleigh ride, and avocado.
Whoa.
There's a 7-letter word.
Yep.
You get 50 extra points. I'm still way behind him.
He's just freelancing the board.
Yeah. Yes. And so finally I decided I'm gonna I gotta say something, you know? So and all his words were like cup and hat, and I think it was just like things he'd see around the room, you know? And so I'm playing excellently. I should be in the lead, but instead I'm like 1,000 points behind. And finally, like, I gotta say something, you know? So he puts boot, you know, up on this triple, and it really annoyed me because I was building towards the triple letter, and he just puts boot, and so I said, finally, I gotta say something here, and I go, hey, old Harold Delaney there, I don't know, you can't put boot there, and then he goes, you never heard tell of a boot? So I go, no, I know what a boot is. I'm just saying. He goes, if a fella goes out there to wear a boot. So I go, no, I know what I made avocado. I know a boot. You know? And it just took him forever. And I noticed a weird thing. There were no blanks. You know how you have the blanks in the game, and it's always good to use any letter, right? Yeah. I realized there's no blanks in this game, and I figured old Harold Delaney must have, when he got the game, figured, that the hell is that, you know, and thrown it away.
You can't use it.
Yeah.
Now, how was the breakfast? Did you have the breakfast?
There was no breakfast. I got up the next day. I was so hungry from playing Scrabble all night. So he says, hey, Harold, how you doing there? How about some breakfast? And he goes, I've never been much for breakfast. So I go, oh, all right. So I go, I guess I'll go down to McDonald's and pick up some breakfast or something, Harold. And he goes, can you get me an egg muffin? It's crazy. This is where we do jokes. This is a section where we do jokes. It's kind of comic relief.
Okay.
So this is a topical joke about the flight, but you just read it. You don't read ahead.
Oh, no?
You can if you want.
Malaysian Flight 370 is still missing. You know where they're going to find it? The last place they look. The pilot's last words, I've had it with these motherfucking snakes on a motherfucking plane. That could be, yeah, that could be. You're giving me these great jokes, okay. Here's what I've learned. You beat up and toss one 19-year-old Hispanic hooker out of a moving car, and they never let you forget it. Isn't that true? That is funny. That's
true. Both funny and true.
That's too dirty. Let's do a nice joke to clean it up.
Opinions are like assholes. Neil Patrick Harris wants to stuff... You should let me read this ahead. Opinions are like assholes. Neil Patrick Harris wants to stuff his cock in them. Oh, wait, that's just assholes. It didn't get a laugh, but I'm laughing. That's very funny.
Well, this Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
That one I liked. That was my favorite. I'm keeping this.
That is a favorite?
I read a story. A 17-year-old kid who stole a plane, crashed it, and survived. Why don't we make the whole plane out of that kid? That seems logical, right?
Makes sense, right? There you go. Have make it.
Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, but I invented the light bulb up my ass.
Always ahead of his time.
Oh, come on, man.
I used to think revenge was a dish best served cold, but then I realized it meant getting back at somebody.
Okay, now we'll see this joke. This
made
is
me
a
laugh
joke.
again out loud.
This
just
is
reading
this
it
show.
to myself.
This show is so high quality that we take jokes from the dustbins.
Barbara Walters announced that she's retiring from The View. Well, actually, she announced it 5 years ago, but no one could hear her over those yammering bitches. See? Accomplished comedian.
What is accomplished?
Did you write this one?
This is not against
Accomplished.
This is not against anybody.
Accomplished comedian Sinbad has announced he's filing for bankruptcy for the second time.
The second time.
Oh, God, it's so retarded. Sounds like things have gone from Sinbad to sin worse. A Florida University student was caught streaking on campus and apparently told police he was on acid and asked them to cut his dick off. Boy, these kids today are crazy. In my day, we didn't need drugs. We would just cut our own dicks off.
Yeah, you didn't need no fucking acid and shit. That's a good one.
I think my doctor might be retarded.
Why?
His name is Dr. Retardo.
Oh.
It's a good chance. One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix. One of the most popular documentaries on Netflix is Jiro
Dreams of Sushi?
Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
I've seen that. It's very good.
That's
you
a
have?
fantastic documentary.
One of the least popular documentaries, Jiro Nightmares of Acid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That
unwatchable.
I liked it, the DVD commentary.
This one's more like a factoid.
Danny DeVito looks like one of those guys with a short but thick penis.
Right? He has to have the thickest fucking cock.
It's true.
This reminds me of your kind of joke.
All right.
Just from hearing you read jokes.
Oh, I like this. I like the theme that this one has. A man in Taiwan reportedly cut off his own penis to win an argument with his wife. That reminds me of that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, where Raymond forgot Deborah's birthday and he had to cut his own cock off. Oh my God.
What about this? This is what you were talking about earlier, 42.
I love the movie 42. It's Chadwick Boseman like you've never seen him before. Because you've never seen them before. I get that.
Yeah.
Apparently, someone in Germany stole 5 metric tons of Nutella. Police haven't arrested anyone yet, but they are questioning Gunther Hagsbargen, the 700-pound man that smells like chocolate and hazelnuts, who guards the Nutella storage. That's funny.
Larry, you'll like this.
It wasn't too bad. Amanda Bynes is a lush blonde who's quickly turning into a blonde lush. See, I tend to laugh at my own. If you were a Russian prostitute on a date with serial killer Andrei Chikatilo, a.k.a. the Rostov Ripper, and he couldn't achieve an erection, that was not your lucky day.
No.
The Al-Qaeda online magazine Inspire has a recipe for a homemade bomb. They also have a recipe for a pretty darn good peach cobbler.
So they're not all bad, you know?
I crack up when I see a funny joke and I hear it. You know.
China's government has reported they have lost over 28,000 rivers in the past decade.
That's weird.
That is weird.
My theory is they sold it into the sordid world of underground river sex trafficking.
That's a really good punchline. A very suspect premise.
You know, I'm old enough to remember back to simpler, more innocent times when the worst thing you'd hear about the news was hijacked jetliners flying into buildings.
Oh, now, Gilbert, you're going to get into trouble again.
I spoke to Johnny.
Oh,
He loved it.
Was all right?
Yes.
I think there's nothing cooler than being a lone wolf, except at wolf picnics when you don't have a partner for the wolf wheelbarrow races.
There you
go. A new study shows that most men can identify a gay man by his face alone. It's the face that's buried in another man's asshole.
It's about your friend.
Hey, you're not going to believe this, but Bill Maher is giving away the solution to all our problems for free. He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
In my opinion, if we're going to fight the war on terror, a good place to start would be our country's haunted houses.
I feel that could be in your act almost.
Any of these could be in my act, and they will be. Tomorrow is National Secretary's Day.
Which is true.
Is that right? I plan on getting my secretary the same thing I always do, a big fat goosing.
The man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger. Sadly, the man behind the voice of Tony the Tiger died at 64. His last words, "I don't feel great." I gave it something. Yeah. Are these left over from when you did updates? Neil Patrick Harris posed nude for the cover of Rolling Stone except for a hat hanging off his wiener. And this morning, Adam Egat. Oh, is that your name? Fucking change it. And this morning, Adam woke up and said, "Hey, where's my hat?"
Sorry.
Neil Patrick Harris is cock. It's on his dick. Go get it.
It's there the whole time, man.
Playboy magazine has done away with the nude photo layouts altogether. In other words, they've eliminated ladies in the altogether.
Oh man!
That's a sort of radio DJ joke, I feel.
The way you
know
the
what I
way
mean?
you
We have to
your
deliver
voice,
it down,
yeah,
right?
delivered it.
In other words,
amazing.
they've eliminated ladies in the altogether. Altogether. Here's Taylor Swift.
When you're single trying to attract a partner, it's important to project the qualities you desire, which I understand, but boy, oh boy, have I had to suck a lot of dick lately.
That's sort of like a Bobby Lee joke.
It is a lot like a Bobby Lee.
All right. You know, you ever hear of steampunk?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, there's a joke for you.
I wouldn't call myself a fan of steampunk, but I will say it's the healthiest way to prepare punk.
Do you diet sometimes?
I know, but
do you go on diets and stuff?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so this is sort of a diet joke a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Boy, was it hot outside today. I went out to buy a California Pizza Kitchen signature pepperoni frozen flatbread, and by the time I got home, it was perfectly cooked and entirely eaten. 100% true.
Oh, you ate it. See, I love it. I love it. The Dalai Lama said that killing in the name of religion is unthinkable. Hey, thanks, Dalai Lama. I'm sure everybody will fucking listen to you. No one listens to the Dalai Lama.
No one.
This guy's a real jerk. Why did the moron throw the clock out the window? Why? Because it reminded him of Richard Clock, the man convicted of knife raping his wife. Good God Almighty. Jesus.
It used to be all right.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that one was coming. This guy's a real jerk.
I would guess that one of the good things about this, you had some time off. Have you taken some vacation? Have you gone anywhere, traveled?
Yeah, I went. I wanted to get away from all the showbiz, crazy showbiz.
Yeah.
So I decided I'd go on a vacation, you know.
Right.
And I don't like to go to hotels because all my years of doing my nightclub act, I don't like hotels.
Yeah.
So I decided I'll go, you know, my buddy tells me, he goes, hey, you should go to one of them bed and breakfasts. You ever hear tell of that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The idea is you go there, it's a guy's house, and you live in his room, and then he makes you some breakfast.
Right. Very
yeah. It's a thumbnail, you
Yeah,
know.
that's it, sure.
So I looked one up on the internet there, and I found one. I went to Vancouver Island, Victoria, which is beautiful.
Lovely.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God, it's God's little country. And so I go there, and I look up my place where I'm supposed to go. I have it on a little piece of paper, and I knock on the door, right? And there's no answer. So I knock again, and there's still no answer. So finally, I look like in the window there, and there's an old man sleeping on a couch, you know?
Yeah.
So I banging on the door, ringing the doorbell, you know? So finally I hear like, hey, keep your pants on there, you know, from the inside. And he comes to the door, old guy, you know, but I'd say 80, 85 years old. Old Harold Delaney was his name.
Harold Delaney?
Yeah, nice enough gentleman, you know? And so I get in there and I says, well, I better go to sleep. There's no one else there, you know? Like, I thought it'd be like a whole bunch of people in different rooms, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just me.
Yeah.
So I go up and I go to sleep, and I'm ready to go to sleep, and a knock comes on the door, right? A knock on my bedroom door.
Right.
So I figure, uh-oh, old Harold Delaney wants to have sex with me there. You know?
That's the first thought that went through your mind, huh?
Well, I'm a young fella. These days, anything
not a
goes.
bad-looking guy, sure, yeah.
I'm not
traveling alone, why
sure.
not?
And of course, I didn't come to Victoria to have sex with old Harold Delaney. You know, I came to do some sightseeing.
Of course.
Yeah. So then I hear him. He goes, well, you ought to play some Scrabble.
Oh, Scrabble.
Yeah, so I say, okay, that's good.
Sure.
I'll play some Scrabble. So I go down, and he pulls out this old Scrabble game there, and we start to play, you know, and I like Scrabble, you know. So I get the first turn, you know, because I picked the lower letter, and so I get the first turn. So I make rabbit, you know.
Pretty good.
It's a good word. And then I do it pretty quick. I take like a couple of minutes, and then old Harold Delaney, he takes like a half hour to like get his word, and the whole time he's not talking, he's not telling me old stories, because I like hearing old stories, you know. And instead, it was like for a half hour, it was just Harold Delaney going. So then after a half an hour of that, you know, I'm just sitting there, he comes up with his word, it's hat. That's his word, yeah. Hat. So he puts it, and he takes the word hat, and then he puts it like way in the corner on that triple letter score.
Right.
The triple word, the red one
right.
that you want to get to.
Yeah, sure.
But you can't just put it there.
No, it's got to have some relation to rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to move up there, you know, and finally get to there. But instead, he just puts it right there.
Oh, no.
So I go, all right, you know. And so then it's my turn, you know, I do something, and quickly, and then again, the same thing, like, you know, and then time going by, and then every word, and I was coming up with good words, you know, I had sleigh, you know, a sleigh ride, and avocado.
Whoa.
It was a 7-letter word.
Yep.
You get 50 extra points. I'm still way behind him.
He's just freelancing the board.
Yes. And so finally I decided I'm gonna I gotta say something, you know? So and all his words were like cup and hat, and I think it was just like things he'd see around the room, you know? And so I'm playing excellently. I should be in the lead, but instead I'm like 1,000 points behind. And finally, like, I gotta say something, you know? So he puts boot, you know, up on this triple, and it really annoyed me because I was building towards the triple letter, and he just puts boot, and so I said, finally, I gotta say something here, and I go, hey, old Harold Delaney there, I don't know, you can't put boot there, and then he goes, you never heard tell of a boot? So I go, no, I know what a boot is. I'm just saying. He goes, if a fella goes out there, has to wear a boot. So I go, no, I know I made avocado. I know a boot. You know? And it just took him forever. And I noticed a weird thing. There were no blanks. You know, you have the blanks in the game, and it's always good to use any letter, right? Yeah. I realized there's no blanks in this game, and I figured old Harold Delaney must have, when he got the game, figured, what the hell is that, you know, and throwing it away.
Can't use it.
Yeah.
Now, how was the breakfast? Did you have the breakfast?
There was no breakfast. I got up the next day. I was so hungry from playing Scrabble all night. So he says, hey, Harold, how you doing there? How about some breakfast? And he goes, I've never been much for breakfast. So I go, oh, all right. So I go, I guess I'll go down to McDonald's and pick up some breakfast or something, Harold. And he goes, can you get me an egg McMuffin? It was crazy. You know the funniest part of doing an office conga line? When you look back and realize you're doing it alone and you're not in an office, you're in a psychiatric hospital. I know the Bible says not to covet thy neighbor's wife. Right. But it doesn't say a damn thing about coveting thy neighbor's husband, especially a sweet, hot fucking asshole. Real jerk. Potential jurors for the O.J. Simpson case were asked to fill out a 75-page jury questionnaire this week. In the entire state of California, only one person got a perfect score. Chow Ming Wu, who after the trial plans to attend Caltech. By the way, you can now purchase a bronze statue of the Juice for only $3,395. And for an even $5,000, you can buy one that Al Cowlings has kissed the ass of. O.J. Simpson's new fitness video was released this week, and hitting the shelves next week, Simpson's newest video, Dorf on Stalking. The crowd is torn. According to retailers, the most popular Halloween mask this year is O.J. Simpson. And the most popular Halloween greeting is, I'll kill you and that guy who's bringing over your glasses, or treat. And the Pope came out with a book this week, which contains a series of essays examining faith and morality in today's secular world and the changing role of the Catholic Church as it approaches the 21st century. The book is entitled, God Himself Told Me That O.J. is Guilty. In other book news, Prince Charles released an autobiography in which he states that he never loved Princess Di and that his father pressured him to marry her. The book is entitled, Of Course O.J. Did It. I mean, come on. In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that. And O.J. announced this week that he's coming out with a new book called I Want to Tell You. And if it's successful, O.J. will work on yet another book entitled From Football to Prison, My 25 Years of Showering with Other Men. And finally, in honor of the 50th anniversary of their first publication, Random House will be releasing special commemorative issues of many Dr. Seuss classics. The first to hit the bookshelves will be Green Eggs and Ham and O.J. is Guilty. Judge Ito was interviewed this week by a local TV station in Los Angeles. Asked by the interviewer if it was appropriate for a supposedly impartial judge to be on TV with his case still pending, Ito said, "Maybe not, but how appropriate is it to kill your ex-wife?" It was revealed today that O.J. Simpson told police that Nicole Brown Simpson used to beat him up. He also claimed that she and Ron Goldman killed him. O.J. Simpson's lawyers have decided to skip hearings on DNA evidence and go right to trial. Asked why they did this, the lawyers replied, "We want to get O.J. acquitted as speedily as possible so he can get back to doing what he does best, killing people." Well, let's get to O.J. O.J. Simpson's lawyers say they don't want the families of Nicole Brown and Ronald Goldman in the courtroom during the trial. They're afraid the presence of the family members will just remind O.J. of how much more killing he still has to do. Well, O.J. Simpson's lawyers stopped feuding this week, finally. The Dream Team, F. Lee Bailey and Robert Shapiro, were able to put aside their differences and express their admiration for each other after O.J. threatened to cut their heads off. According to the National Transportation Safety Board, sleepy truckers are responsible for 1,000 deaths a year. In second place, O.J. Simpson at 2 deaths a year. It was revealed this week that defense lawyer Johnny Cochran once abused his first wife. In his defense, Cochran said, "Hey, at least I didn't kill her like some people I know." Tomorrow, Judge Lance Ito will take O.J. and the jury on a tour of the now famous crime scene. For the jury, it will be their first look at the actual location. Of course, for O.J., it will be just a case of been there, done that. Judge Lance Ito was happy with the jurors' field trip to the crime scene last week. It went off without a hitch, said Ito. Not one murder. O.J.'s pal Al Cowlings now has a 1-900 number. For $2.99 a minute, Cowlings will tell callers that O.J. is innocent. And for $3.99 a minute, he'll try to do it without laughing. And this week, Simpson defense lawyers questioned witnesses about a half-melted container of ice cream found at the murder site. The Simpson defense has seized upon the ice cream for 2 reasons. 1, it may help fix the time of the murders, and 2, it was the only thing in the murder scene without any of O.J.'s blood on it. To illustrate the point that their client is running out of money to defend himself, O.J. Simpson's lawyer said this week that if he had to do it over again, after killing his victims, O.J. would now rob them as well. That one you find troubling? We went, was O.J. Simpson high on speed the night of the murders? Absolutely not, said defense attorney Johnny Cochran today. And a simple test of any of O.J.'s blood found at the crime scene will prove it. And O.J. pal Al Cowling said this week that in looking for the truth in the O.J. Simpson case, he sometimes talks to a picture of Nicole Brown Simpson, something that in the past would have gotten him killed by O.J. F. Lee Bailey said this week that if the defense only knew what Ron Goldman's last words were, they might be able to find the real killer. You know, if you ask me, Goldman's last words were probably, hey, you're O.J. Simpson. Oh no, O.J. has struck again. How about that? Not a good thing. And in court this week, Cato Kalin testified that O.J. Simpson did not appear angry before or after the period of his wife's murder. But Kalin admitted he could have been a touch edgy while he was actually murdering her. Might have been a... Hertz Rental Car Company announced this week that it will buy 520,000 vehicles, increasing its worldwide fleet 24%. In addition, they will try to find a new spokesman who won't kill his ex-wife. This week at the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence, and O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, "There it is, I've been looking all over for that thing." Whoa. And a new shocker in the O.J. Simpson trial. This afternoon, Judge Lance Ito dismissed yet another juror, a 45-year-old African-American male, for failing to tell the court that he had once worked for Hertz Rent-A-Car and that he had once held Nicole Brown Simpson's glasses while O.J. killed her. Dismissed Simpson juror Jeanette Harris revealed in interviews this week that the jury is torn by dissension and is already divided into two camps, those who think he is guilty and those who are really, really stupid. A bad week for the prosecution of the O.J. Simpson trial. Under intense cross-examination by defense lawyer Barry Scheck, LAPD crime expert Dennis Fung admitted that he may have contaminated the crime scene when he accidentally dropped a big bucket full of O.J.'s DNA. Our top story tonight, this week in the O.J. Simpson trial. After grisly photos of the murdered Nicole Brown Simpson were shown in court, O.J. turned his head away and wept. It was at that moment that he realized he would never be able to kill her again. Well, in a questionable move by the defense team this week, O.J. Simpson demonstrated how to stab two people at the same time. Remember 12 Angry Men, the classic courtroom drama? Well, the first film about the O.J. Simpson case is in the works. It's entitled 9 Angry Black People, 2 Scared Asians, and a White Guy Who Hasn't Spoken Since Rosa Lopez. Testimony during the final week provided some spellbinding moments. In a brilliant move during closing arguments, Simpson attorney Johnny Cochran put on the knit cap prosecutors say O.J. wore the night he committed the murders. Although O.J. may have hurt his case when he suddenly blurted out, hey, easy with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat. Well, the trial of the century is over. Late yesterday, the fate of O.J. Simpson, the most famous murder suspect in United States history, was placed in the hands of the jurors. They must now decide whether to free him or get all their heads cut off.
Yo, what up? All right, we got another one from NORM MACDONALD.
Okay, the great NORM MACDONALD.
Yes.
What we got?
This is another best moments from NORM MACDONALD Live.
Okay. Yeah, man. Jokes are gonna be good.
Jokes and the guests. They got a lot of good guests too.
Definitely. This is his live podcast?
Yeah, Norm MacDonald live.
Okay. Let's go, man. You ready?
Yes.
Your life is going well,
Couldn't be better.
but you're always in trouble with the law.
I wouldn't say that.
A little bit.
Well, I mean, yeah, a little. I mean, I
Don't
could
you
just go to
think that
court.
possibly we're boring the shit out of the public right now?
This is our first guest.
What is the band going to play when I come out?
There's no band.
You don't have a band?
We don't have a band on the show.
Makes me very sad now that you're
I've gained
a
45
man, no,
pounds.
I don't care. A man as brilliant as you are is doing a podcast for 18 people. And Kim Kardashian's mother has a talk show. I would like to kick, what is her name, Kris Jenner?
Yeah.
Right in the balls and make sure she never had another baby. Your asswipe producer just held up a sign, let's take a break. We're talking to 6 people.
Let's roll the clip.
Oh, not another one.
Oh yeah,
There's
you know
no
what? There is no clip. We have.
He said, let's roll the clip, and it's a picture.
March Madness in the bud if we watch for the warning signs of brooding antisocial February fever.
Who is writing this? You're doing this. This is your life.
No, I'm trying
I just
to.
figured it would be rude not to offer you a light.
It's nice, but I'm trying not to. And I feel if I
Sitting there with a cigarette.
I feel if I took one puff. I have an oral fixation, my doctor tells me, which is not good.
How did he know that?
I was sucking his cock. Here's one that's good for you.
Growing up, I never would have believed that one day I'd need a computer just to masturbate.
It is strange when you think about it.
Unbelievable.
Right?
Yeah,
Remember, you used to need nothing. Like
the Sears catalog.
Sears catalog, maybe.
National Geographic.
Exactly.
A van in the woods.
Those were always piled up in my room. The brassiere
Yes.
section. Rolled up in the balls under the bed. Soggy balls of paper. Soggy balls of newsprint.
I am not a big fan of video games where you cannot kill a prostitute. I like the ones where.
Oh, like Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
You wrote all these, Norm, or you sit up and write all these, or?
A lot of people watch it. It's a pretty popular show.
What's it about? They have pictures of ladies?
Ladies and knights and kings and midgets and, dragons.
Sounds like my honeymoon.
I'm just
Except for
happy.
the dragon. There was no dragon.
No, there's a dragon on Game of
No,
Thrones.
in my honeymoon.
Oh, I got it.
How could there be a dragon? Singeing my fucking balls with their fire.
If anyone's giving you shit about being a bad sidekick,
well, that's true.
There's someone worse than you.
Go on.
It's when people go to me, you think you're a fucking retard. I left my keys in the car. You think you hate yourself. See, I'm an older guy. I grew up before AIDS was invented or whatever. I remember.
One of the worst inventions ever.
I know. I remember it was one of those things, someone's talking about herpes.
Yeah.
And then they go, is it not the
Dr. Gerald AIDS with his fucking idea.
Yeah, and Andy had to go away for the Provenza show.
I would love to see Adele in concert.
Oh, I thought there was a sexual...
Oh, no. I'd also love to see her on my toilet eating a Reuben.
No, I like chunky vegetable because of droughts all over Europe. Scientists are predicting a global shortage of olive oil. Soon the world will know how Popeye felt after the death of his wife.
Olive oil.
What?
Remember how fucking skinny and ugly she is and they always want to fuck her?
Throw it. Then that'll come in, and I get to catch it live. I went round a friend's house, they had a pig, they thought it was an angle. I go, they goes, oh, the pig's coming out, and I could hear it. So this sort of desperate respiratory announcements preceded its arrival, and stepping towards this unholy looking creature.
It is.
I did it anyway.
It is an unholy creature, for God's sakes. Jesus threw the demons in them and let them go over the cliff.
Jesus thought that they were simply a receptacle for demons. And then even then, get them over a cliff. It wasn't like let them live in the barnyard full of demons. Got rid of them, executed them. A little bit of a swan turn towards the back, which helps with the G-spot. That I can manage that using techniques.
G-spot, you can actually find that?
Mate, what are you doing in that bedroom? What are you getting up to?
I can't have the clitoris, the G-spot. I could eat the guy's balls if I had to.
Well, you don't need to do that, mate. You're not determined to on account of your predilections, but you've got to know how their equipment works.
Yeah, I just
I
guess.
can help you out.
I get the mood going.
The mood's
I have 4 covers and a big quilt. And then
what? I'm getting hard.
I turn
with your big Snoopy bed.
I have a Snoopy bed. I have
4 covers and a quilt.
And then I climb underneath the covers. I lay on top of the lady for 4 or 5 minutes. And she doesn't seem to enjoy it.
No, it sounds like an assault.
I've seen more sunsets than I'm going to see. Let's be honest.
Are you having a crisis about mortality and stuff?
Well,
because I've heard that you've been comfort eating. That's not good.
I have had for a while. I've worried about, yes, mortality. But who hasn't, right?
I'm doing a stand-up show about Malcolm X, Che Guevara, Gandhi, and Jesus, radical revolutionary leaders.
Who are they again?
Che Guevara,
H.
Jesus,
Christ.
out of the Bible.
Yeah, I love Jesus Christ. You know he's my Lord and Savior.
That's bloody decent of him to have gone for all that for you. You might want to eat a few less sandwiches during the golf. Some kind of thank you.
Well, look, I'll be honest. All I can
Get close to your face.
You can just hold
Okay, I'll fucking research it. What's it called?
I think I broke your computer, Daniel.
What is it? What is it?
Oh, it was in a Pink Panther movie, I think, where the
Billy Bob
parent
Thornton?
told him where like the bad guy was or something because he was in there listening.
One of the Peter Sellers one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
think that was in one of those.
No, the Steve Martin one.
Yeah, it was the car. I was referring to the cartoon or the movie.
That was good.
Like one time I thought of this thing, better sorry than safe. Right? So I told my buddy, I go, I thought this thing, I think it's pretty wise. Like, better sorry than safe. He's like, it sucks. So then I'm like, so now what I do if I think of it, I'll go, as Benjamin Franklin once said, better sorry than safe. And I'll go, yeah, that's good. Then I'll go, I said it. Yeah. You know, like sometimes people go like, country music, just your dog died and your wife left you and you're a drunk. And I'm like, well, that's life. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you have to understand, these are really smart people telling you that. These are the people that like Pitbull. These are people that think it's better to write one line and repeat it over and over in a song. That's
He was on the Celtics. He was on the Wizards. He's a 10-year veteran. He's 6'10", right? And his twin brother, identical to him, is not gay.
Maybe the normal gene would be those ladies
Maybe it would be normal to be gay.
that cut their cocks into vaginas.
No, if you look at him naked in standard television, you're not going the right route. You're not going the right route here.
Once I get on Hulu.
You're not sending this to CBS, are you?
No, once I get on Hulu, the whole thing.
He had dementia at the end. That's funny to you. You know, McDonald, I want to tell you.
No, it's a very odd thing to say.
If you're looking to broaden your horizons, I don't think it's wrong to laugh at someone who had dementia. Adam, say hello to Eve. Say hello to Eve.
I sure will. Say hello to Steve, you mean.
Oh, he's gay?
Well, there's nothing wrong with it.
I don't say there's anything wrong. Just tell me if he is.
I'm not.
Yes.
Like, I'm a Christian, right?
I didn't know that. Are you a Christian?
Yes.
Do you do you watch the Gladiators and things like that?
What the fuck is that mean?
Christians.
No, I just go to fucking military funerals and go, fucking faggots.
Check, please.
I met you first. You'll never remember this because I was
remember
hanging out. Where'd we meet?
Crazy Girls?
Crazy Girls. Talk about truth in advertising and that fucking thing.
And you know, Dennis has a good following too. You know, he's got people that follow him and watch him, and I got my people.
Yeah.
You got your people. You don't really have anybody.
I got nothing.
See, now I'm hitting. Now I'm like making fun of him too.
What difference does it make what I'm on?
Turn off your radio.
Podcast. I might as well be on a can with a string.
The hell?
Super Dave.
So amateurish.
What is it? The Soul of Wit. Oh, here's a good one.
Yeah, that joke was a bit wordy.
Do you have any other color jokes? I mean, he's just blue and yellow.
Did you just say, do we have any other colored jokes? Fucking Jimmy the Greek over here.
Catherine Zeta-Jones has been diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Half the time she's Zeta, the other half she's Jones.
You worked on Mad TV.
Yeah.
How long did you work on it?
I worked for 7 weeks.
That's it?
Yeah.
Is it the end of the run?
For me.
I mean, of the show? No.
It was like after a lot of those, I think after Will Sasso and some of those people left.
Oh, Sasso.
Yeah. P.S. Yesterday was Bring Your Daughter to Work Day, which was awkward for Adam Egan. Do you know how hard it is to fuck a whore with her kid on the edge of the bed playing Nintendo? That is a hard job.
I mean, whatever. It's fine.
Have you ever been invited to that celebrity rehab shit?
No, not yet. I keep auditioning for it every weekend. Phone's not ringing yet. And there's this guy working at the front desk, and it was like 4 a.m, and I'm like, hey, can I get a room? And he's like, do you have any rooms available? And I swear to God, from the back of the room, they didn't even really hear me or anything, and they didn't see me, and the guy just goes, is it fucking Swartzen? And the guy's like, yeah, and he's like, no! And I was like, all right.
This one's more like a factoid.
Danny DeVito looks like one of those guys with a short but thick penis.
Right? He has to have the thickest fucking cock.
Engaging in hate speech is wrong and terrible and should never be tolerated. But you have to admit, engaging in a hate stutter would be kind of cute.
How would that go?
Fuck, suck, queer. Fuck. Chinese boy.
Everything's harder than
Are you
hell.
doing this to be a funny thing, or do you really have to kind of...
I'm doing it. No, I feel that I have an oral fixation. You know about that. Never trust a black guy wearing a Dirk Nowitzki jersey.
No, not here, because nobody drinks.
You think this probably means I'm fucking sucking somebody's cock, right? But it's taking Ready Whip and spraying it in my mouth.
So that's how you eat Ready Whip? How do you...
On that season, there wasn't a black guy.
There was more than one season?
But after, there was more than one season. I only lasted one season.
Oh, they said the problem was guilty.
Yeah, yes. And I had been doing it for years before that.
Years before that?
Yeah.
This was 15, 20 years ago. So what do you have to say now?
I mean, I'm not a good,
Anything.
Yeah, clearly. I mean...
Did you just look me in the eye? You just looked me in the eye, Brent.
I'm sorry, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, that's in that memo, cadet. You have a fucking mirror?
Yes, sir.
I love mirrors. You're probably not too fond of them. But Fred Stoller told me he got advice from Rodney. And Rodney said, kid, you're taking too many liberties, okay? And the idea was he was pausing too much. He's like, get to the fucking joke. You're taking too many liberties.
Funny, man. Rodney told me, he goes, hey, man, don't tell people you're a Jew. Don't do that. I can't believe you did that. I was like, well, it's too late now, Rodney.
I remember craziness.
It was a good one. I think they get crazier now, though.
Yeah,
I think
I'm thinking of one thing, but you should probably tell your thing, because my thing might be unsayable. But no, go.
Yeah.
How did it end?
Damon Wayans flushed the toilet and it broke, and the whole house was covered in pieces.
In session 66, you tell the psychiatrist that you murdered a girl when you were young and buried her in the woods of Manchester.
And he can't say nothing.
Then you vanish. And then he's plagued by it.
He's got to tell somebody.
The nightmares that you should have, he has. Starts doing cocaine and molests it gets disbarred, but he's on a mission. He has to find you. And he does find you. He tries to get you, and you're a happy family man at this point. Forgiven by God himself. I will pluck you, lark. I will pluck you, lark. Pluck you, lark. Pluck you, lark. Pluck you, lark.
What the hell?
Lark, 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 lark.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You know what you got right there? You got the shrink. That's his final monologue.
Are you talking about session 66?
Yes, I am. Oh man, Adam Sandler on there. Yeah, man. Star-studded cast.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, a lot of famous guests. Gilbert Gottfried.
Right.
Larry King.
Right. Rest of souls. Definitely.
Yeah.
Great Norm.
I think there's like a video of him just doing those jokes from the cards.
Ah, right. I guess that's like a mandatory thing. You go on the show, you got to read a cue card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if he writes all the jokes.
I'm pretty sure he does. They definitely sound like Norm wrote them, or the team of Norm, or whoever. You know.
Yeah, man.
Truly, truly a classic, man. Truly a classic, man.
Classic guest too. I mean, like, you know, a lot. Like I think like 50% of the guests he had passed away. It's ridiculous. All comics.
Been doing it a long time. A lot of those dudes, at least 20 years now, 30 years.
True. Yeah.
I remember Gil Gottfried from The Problem Child. That was years.
That's a classic movie. The Problem Child. That was a classic movie.
Right.
Or at least, if I go back and watch it now, I'll probably be like, ugh. But watching it back now, you know, that was.
Yeah, man. Who hadn't seen Problem Child, man?
Yeah, I think there's like 3 of them: Problem Child 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yo, what up? All right. So, we got another one from Norm MacDonald.
Okay. The great Norm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What we got?
These are the funniest moments from Norm MacDonald live.
Okay. Funniest moments live.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got a lot of these. Definitely.
Yeah, Norm MacDonald live. Had a lot of guests. He had a lot of guests.
Right. Started his podcast a lot sooner than when I found out about it. Definitely.
Yeah.
So a lot of these are kind of new. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah, do you know Nikki Cox?
Yeah. She's still with Jay?
She's with Jay Moore.
Yeah.
But when she was on my TV show, she was with Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Bobcat.
I'm not a skilled interviewer. That's fucking basic.
I'm not a skewed.
But what do you think is wronger?
Wrong in
more wrong. What do you think is more wrong? Having sex with a child, human being, or an adult pig?
Like you've got to do one. That's the
You got to
options.
do one. Yeah, you're on a deserted island. But do you actually think that they would like a man's sperm?
Oh my God!
A human being sperm? A woman? A woman.
A woman would like a man's sperm. Well, yeah, she's been biologically programmed
In her
through
mouth?
millennia.
But in her mouth, like, isn't that stuff like living? Isn't that like those animals, little tiny tadpoles or something?
I didn't know it was going to have to get this deep. All right, then.
Are you doing this to be a funny thing, or do you really have to kind of
I'm doing
feel?
it. No, I feel that I have an oral fixation. You know about that.
I don't have that, by the way.
If it's
I don't
not
like
this, I
sucking
go
cock.
straight. You don't like
I
sucking
don't
cock?
like sucking cock. I mean, I have done it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh my
you know
God!
why I wouldn't like it.
What?
Aren't those animals like inside the cum? Remember
The sperm, you mean?
Yeah. So to me, like it's a bunch of animals and stuff. But you remind me of a guy that's good at fucking.
I will.
Fucking and sucking. Let's say you had an exact twin. Now Mary Willard, your wife.
Oh, here we go.
There could be a lot of.
Wouldn't you go like, how do you not find him attractive? Do you know what I mean?
That's true.
He looks exactly like me.
Yeah.
And he's much better at sucking and fucking. No.
I only smoke pot 4 times a week. You're just saying it casually. They're like, you smoke more than that. Like, relax. What are you afraid? I'm not admitting I'm like you.
4 times a week seems like a lot.
Does it really?
A little, yeah, but.
Well, it's all relative.
It's all relative.
Yeah, as long as it's not hurting anybody.
Yeah. But it doesn't, as long as it's not hurting anybody. But what about the audience, the stand-up audience?
So back.
Aren't they the real victims?
What's your dream view?
You mean
the show, The View?
Yeah.
The
Who would
guests?
you, what 4 or 5 ladies would you want in there?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Susan Yagwood. That's your wife. He doesn't even recognize her. It's your betrothed.
Betrothed.
I had moved up from San Diego. I was like, come on, move up. And then I had no place to live. So I slept in my truck for like 3 nights. And I slept at the parking lot of the comedy store. And I had no money and I was broke.
Both?
Yeah. You hungry? I go,
yeah, Lieutenant.
Open your mouth. No, you didn't do.
Like a baby bird.
Yeah. Okay. So,
yeah, and then he.
So you said yeah.
Yeah, I go yeah, and he took me
Am I
to.
hungry? I'm broke and I have no money. What do you think? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Plus, I want some food. Do you feel you have white privilege?
I'm not allowed to answer those questions. Well, being a old white guy with extra money.
Your great special that is on Netflix now,
Yeah.
everybody should watch, is called
Straight White Male 60.
Young people won't like old people. When I was a kid, I got involved with Al Jolson. When they brought, I didn't know
How
who he
old
was.
are you? What?
Well, no, not back in the 1920s. I was just a kid when the jazz singer came out. Charlie Fox. He wrote the theme music to Happy Days, The Love Boat. Yeah. He wrote just about everything.
He must make a heck of a lot of money. Huh?
I'm going to ask him sometime. Just how much do you make?
What would Norman Lear say to that?
What?
I say, what would Norman Lear say to that?
Who's that?
And now the whole set went quiet, and you hear people going, Santa just said fuck. Santa has just said fuck. And all these kids froze, and then they had a Disney guy. He said fuke. Fuke. It's a Swedish word. Means take a break.
We're supposed to take a break. And so he thought when you said take a break, then I would go, speaking of taking a break.
Yeah.
David Letterman. Apparently he's going to do this show.
Really?
That's
oh my
what
God.
happens.
That'd be amazing.
And every actual talk show host will kill himself.
Yeah, I'll be on the news.
I love Mary Tyler Moore. And I know you were on her TV program. And then when she was your guest, there was this incredible chemistry. And was there ever anything romantic with her? I mean, she must have been very desirable. So you were right on top, right? No, it's not.
Now wait a minute. You bring up a good point, Norm. The first one of the day.
Now you have a show for 33 years. Every day. You do that every day.
Yeah.
And then, so the show ends, and then that night, what do you think? You think about tomorrow's show?
No, it's funny because, as you must know, the human neuromuscular skeletal system is easily programmed, and after 2 or 3.
Sure, I knew that.
And so after
as soon as you said that first word, if you could executive produce a show with Sebastian Mancow as the star.
I could do that. Yeah.
And
Well, what fun is that, though? Where's the fun part for me?
no, there's no fun for you.
There's no fun for me.
That's true. But what's the fun for you in giving a homeless guy spraying a handful of quarters and watching him dodge in and out of traffic? So there's no bars like the same way as there were gay bars when gays were.
I couldn't go there.
Oh, of course
Can't
not.
you see that?
I forgot.
Yeah, you and me hanging out at the trans bar. I just don't, I don't think it's going to work.
Oh my goodness, that's not what you call it.
That hasn't come out yet.
What, Caitlyn Jenner?
I am firmly on the side of womanhood now, but I am not a woman, nor will I ever be. 3 sentences later. I use the women's restroom because I am a woman. I changed my gender on my birth certificate to female because I am a woman. So it's a little confusing there.
Not for me. What's wrong with that?
Well, here it says, I am not a woman. Here it says, I am a
When I'm on a plane and I see a much bigger celebrity than me, and I think this is I'm going to be like small print almost every flight, yeah.
Oh, snap.
We'll be back in a second.
Unfortunately, the radio station launched the day after Princess Diana died, so it was quite, it wasn't quite the sort of fanfare and celebration.
Now
a bit like when Farrah Fawcett died, and then it was usurped by Michael Jackson.
Somebody told me the Queen murdered her.
Yes, she did. Yes, that's well known in England, yeah. I'd like to apologise to the Queen.
England's not doing well financially.
Right.
Can't you get you call them your mates?
Mm-hmm.
Their friends. Yeah. Everybody else in the world. They call them mates.
Sure.
Get a couple of dozen of your mates and go down to that Buckingham Palace and kill the old bag.
For what end?
It's money.
Are you an old sea captain? What is this shit that you? Because I'm pretty sure I've watched some of these other editions of the show, and I'm pleased to see that I've broken from the rule of only having white blokes on the show, which seems to be you only have white men and Roseanne
because it's supposed to be a comedy.
Right.
But
it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. It's allegedly. I still, feel that. I still feel in my heart, and I can only go by my heart, you know what I mean? I'm not a person that goes by my brain, I just go by my heart. That Bill Hader is ultimately unknowable.
Yes, that's true.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's it.
Norm was a special character, man. Definitely.
Norm got some nuts. You fucking call out Caitlyn Jenner to her face with her own book. Damn.
I'm not a woman. I am a woman. So it's confusing.
It's a little confusing. He said, "What's confusing about that?" Nigga had the book. It looked like he had sticky notes in the book.
Yeah.
Nigga taking notes and bookmarks in the book.
Exactly. That was probably a funny podcast. I definitely got to check that one out. Definitely.
It's amazing that Caitlyn Jenner went on the Norm podcast. Like, what do you think he's about to say? You should know Norm's sister.
Yeah.
Damn.
All the jokes that crossed the line. That's what I'm saying. I gotta hear what he said in that interview, man, or that podcast.
It was probably a lot more of what we just saw.
Yeah. Just
questioning,
Should have been in his book. Imagine. Norm's about the age to have been a fan of Caitlyn Jenner. You know what I mean?
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner. Right,
yeah.
Right.
So back in the
Right, Bruce Jenner. Right.
So yeah, he was in the Olympics. Days.
So I imagine he was cheering for him
when
he was Bruce.
Probably rooted for him.
And then it changed into, like we said, it's probably culture shock to a lot of people.
It's probably an awkward interview for Norm.
Right.
He probably had a lot of questions.
Yeah. A lot of questions for Bruce and answered by Caitlyn.
Yeah, Norm.
An African American accent?
Try, yeah.
Okay. We'll give you an African American. An African American.
Your mom is so fat she developed type 2 diabetes and congestive heart failure. Snap!
I'm so proud of myself today. I'm so proud of myself. You know what?
All right, y'all. Norm MacDonald. Now, if you've been on the channel for some years, it's probably been 3-4 years since we've seen Norm MacDonald. I did a few Norm MacDonald reactions, so I kind of understand, his comedy style. He's on the Deadpan end as well, kind of like Mitch Hedberg. But the thing about Norm is he'll go into context more. He'll tell a story. So Norm is hilarious. I'm informed, guys. I know Norm is hilarious. Don't think this is my first Norm video. I'm getting into this, warming back up to Norm. Honestly, I'm doing this video because I don't know which full special to do. And I'm testing the waters here just to throw out a short form video so you guys can let me know what is the best special to do of Norm MacDonald. You know, I have no clue. I've been trying to do the right specials. So asking you guys has been helping so much. Whatever you guys say in the comments, I put it out and everybody seems to, you know, it resonates well. So I guess that's what I'm going to do here. So let me know a good Norm MacDonald stand-up and we'll go from there. All that being said, you're on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We have Norm MacDonald Risky Black Jokes. Norm, where we going with this? Where we going with this, man? Let's find out.
130 years after the Civil War, the state of Mississippi has finally voted to abolish slavery. Representatives say they would have liked to have done it sooner, but they were delayed due to some awfully big cotton crops. They had some kind of big cotton thing. All right.
Norm.
In Colorado this week, Bob Dole warned that if Pat Buchanan is the Republican nominee, the party might lose both the presidency and control of Congress. In response, Buchanan warned that if anyone other than himself becomes president, blacks will retain the right to vote.
That's cold,
Last night, the epic disaster film Twister opened to big box office and some controversy. The Reverend Jesse Jackson has called for a boycott of the movie, claiming that not enough black people in the film are killed by tornadoes. Meanwhile, Furman, who was expected to face disciplinary action by the LAPD, may get off lightly. Under the terms of a controversial plea bargain, the charges against him have been reduced to, quote, 1 count of using the word darky.
Hey, Norm, bruh. Ease up on the gas pedal a little bit. How do we have so many of these in our arsenal? Norm's just sitting there, that's a good black joke right there. That's real risky. Can't wait to show them that one. Blackie or Darky. Hey, Darky. Oh, I'd be pissed if someone called me that, honestly. Darky? Oh my gosh. That's an insane name, dude. Hey, Darky, like.
Darky. In the wake of the verdict, angry Menendez defense attorney Leslie Abramson said the jury simply chose not to believe the brothers' excuse that they had been sexually abused by their father, and says she knows why. Quote, "It's because my clients are black." President Clinton was in Austin, Texas last Monday, the day of the Million Man March. The president said in a speech, "I'm here to speak to you today because right now in Washington, D.C., there's like 1 million black guys." In Nashua, New Hampshire this week, a high school student, Chris Conley, while attempting to dunk a basketball, lost his balance, crashed down on the rim, and shattered 2 front teeth. Gee, I wonder if by some crazy chance Chris is white.
Black guy would have dunked that easy.
This week, as America marked the 50th anniversary of Jackie Robinson's entry into Major League Baseball, there was a sobering reminder that racial prejudice in sports is not yet a thing of the past. In a shocking move, today, all but one of the 125 playing members of the Professional Golf Association has signed a petition to ban African-American golfers from the tour.
Get Tiger Woods out of here.
And now a correction to a story we ran last...
No, was that true, guys? Even though I'm laughing, but is that... I don't know if that was... if it's truth behind that joke. You know what they say about jokes. Every joke is some truth behind it. Did they really try to get Tiger up out of here? I'm not being that guy to, you know... It's not a lot of us in golf. I guess that's why they laughed at me when they caught me for golf. Black dude playing golf. I was pretty good, though, guys. I'm telling you, honestly, I was good. I don't know if they would let me in. I'm not thinking like that, but it's just you don't see, brown on the court, on the course like that.
This week, as America marked the 50th anniversary of Jackie Robinson's entry into Major League Baseball, there was a sobering reminder that racial prejudice in sports is not yet a thing of the past. In a shocking move, today, all but one of the 125 playing members of the Professional Golf Association has signed a petition to ban African-American golfers from the tour.
I don't know if that was... if it's true behind that, but VJ Singh, I think that's his name. He's one of them. I might have messed his name up. Tiger Woods, yeah. Tiger's son is pretty good. If you guys seen Tiger Woods' son, he's pretty decent. But I was watching George Carlin, and it's something about golf. These comedians, man, they break down sort of like the same subject. It's basic. I think these comedians try to inform us in a way, but they make us laugh behind it. You know, to make the higher ups at ease. Watching George Carlin talk about only blacks you see in the PGA, they're holding trays.
And now a correction to a story we ran last week. Prince Charles is actually the one in the middle. So we apologize for that.
I don't know why black is
Black is great.
Black is great.
Black is fantastic. Right?
Yeah, I mean, black is fantastic.
Even though, they're not black anymore. But then again, we're not white. Right?
Right.
We're pink like his fucking asshole. We're all color Bobby's asshole deep down.
This is an older Norm. It went from the younger Norm to the older
Beautiful. It's beautiful. Roseanne hired me as a stand. I was doing stand-up, and Roseanne said, "Would you like to be on the show and act?" You can be Lori's boyfriend. I said, "I can't act." I should have said I could act. Yeah. So anyway, she said, "Well, why don't you be a writer?" But one time in the writing room, she would give jobs to crazy guys sometimes, and she gave a job to African American. I don't know what you call them. I call them African American.
What do you know what he calls them?
Those two words that I never heard in the state of Texas, That's a joke, son.
And we're saying African American, and when you say that, it feels uncomfortable, right? To your tongue? No.
What are you supposed to say?
Well,
no, just tell me what you're supposed to say.
Darky.
Well, I definitely would not say the A word.
Right.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
The A-A word.
Yeah.
African American. Can you do an African American accent?
Try, yeah.
Okay. We'll give you an African American. An African American.
Your mama's so fat she developed type 2 diabetes and congestive heart failure. Snap!
Oh, that was horrible.
Hey, George.
What is going on here? What show is this? VPN Norm Live. I'm going to have to check this out. They're doing black scents on there. He said, little mama had type 2 diabetes. Sure enough did. She sure enough had type 2 diabetes. Sure thing. That's tight. What the? Hey, they cold-blooded. They said, screw black face. Let's do black voice.
Do an African American accent?
Try, yeah.
Okay. We'll give you an African American. An African American.
Your mama's so fat she developed type 2 diabetes and congestive heart failure. Snap!
Hey, George, my mother is so fat when she came to Vegas, they had to build another hotel.
Guy goes, you got the do-rag. He goes, I fucking my woman, and I don't want to answer the phone. Oh, shit, it could be a job.
Hey, guys!
And then, after you take the do-rag, you wipe off your dick with the do-rag. And I'm like, no, I don't do that. But everyone in the audience is like, yeah, we all do that. We all wipe our dicks off.
Bro,
you know
this is crazy.
The Harlem Shake?
Yeah, I've seen it on every single
You've
commercial.
seen it. Then you'll appreciate this joke. I remember back when the Harlem Shake was just a black fella holding me upside down off a fire escape trying to collect his money. Orange is the new black. But not in my apartment building. Kevin is the new black.
Presidential fact. Barack Obama is the first.
Oh, gosh, this stuff is cold, man. Hey, Norm, where are you getting these jokes, bruh? He said, not in my apartment building. Kevin is the new black. Kevin's the only black guy in my apartment building, and the property value dropped as soon as he got here. We're currently trying to get Kevin out of here. Kevin! Dude, Norm is cold with it.
Presidential fact. Barack Obama is the first president to ever say the N-word as a term of endearment.
That's not Washington used that.
No, I don't think it was a term of endearment.
No,
Today is the 11th birthday of President Obama's youngest daughter, Sasha, or as I like to call her, the uppity one.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm a regular Mozart.
Dude, Norm had legends on his show.
Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville.
Start again. Start again.
All right.
Kids today, I mean,
You can't spell ABC.
Wow. Michelle Obama has booked a cameo on the ABC show Nashville. With this and her appearance on iCarly, I think Michelle is ready to start appearing in films. May I suggest my favorite film series, Black Ass Fuckers?
All right.
I found the secret to life is there is no problem that a huge...
What?
No, I found the secret to life, Bob, and this is it. There is no problem big enough that a huge...
To get it out, Norm. What is it?
That a huge what?
No, I found out the secret to life.
yes, oh great one.
Yes, and it is this. There is no problem big enough that a huge black cock cannot fix.
Dr. Dre announced that he's the first hip-hop billionaire, a regular J. Paul Ghetto.
Two businessmen bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million. They are very excited with their purchase, as this is the only legal way to own black people. Now that is here, and I read that.
Well, you're not there. You know how businessmen are racist?
They are.
Yes, it's them being racist.
They are.
You.
The two businessmen that bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million are racist, according
oh, no, they're
to this.
fine, man. Well, here's actually a joke about Donald Sterling.
Okay. All the charities that Donald Sterling donated millions of dollars to are giving the money back to him. Well, that'll show him. It's not bad.
Everybody came to Norm's show. Norm must be a cool ass dude in order to get everyone to come to his show like this. I'm not naming everyone, guys. I don't want to screw names up, but I know who's there. I've seen these faces. This dude everyone must fuck with him in Hollywood. Because these type of, David Spade is not going to just show up on anybody's show. That's crazy.
Back to him. Well, that'll show.
Let me hear this joke again. I was just shocked Spade was there. Hold on.
Well, here's actually a joke about Donald Sterling.
Okay. All the charities that Donald Sterling donated millions of dollars to are giving the money back to him. Well, that'll show him. It's not bad.
Never trust a black guy wearing a Dirk Nowitzki jersey.
Why?
In Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Mavericks and the Thunder, Magic Johnson said that Dirk Nowitzki is playing like he has 3 legs, which is a nice way of saying he's playing like a black guy. Show Oklahoma City second round NBA playoffs. Great dunk from Westbrook, though I'd be more impressed if he weren't young and black. Moscow Roy Jones Jr. is down. Boring. If I wanted to see an old black guy get punched in the face, I'd look out my window. Eastern Conference Final in Miami, and LeBron crushes Kyle Korver in transition. Always shocking when a black guy running forward is faster than a white guy running back. Usually I pick the bigger, blacker guy. President Obama is a phenomenal player at basketball for a president of the United States. But I think he's just mediocre for a black guy. Hey, what about bringing you...
Norm, how long can you go without saying black? Let's see. Black guy. That didn't take long. Norm. Hey, Norm. All right, Norm. We get it. Black guys are fast and athletic. They like to dunk. We get it, Norm.
President of the United States. But I think he's just mediocre for a black guy.
Hey, what about bringing in Jackie Robinson? Only team with a black guy on it. That's not cheating?
That was considered cheating.
That's cheating. Last week, Indiana Pacer Danny Granger called Joakim Noah of the Chicago Bulls a coward. Now, where I come from, those are fighting words. But I have no idea how the black community views them.
They're fighting words.
Middleweight boxer Bernard Hopkins has caused a stir by implying that Donovan McNabb is not black enough. The two men have decided to settle their differences with an old-fashioned game of who cannot catch a cab.
Everybody's bringing up these licenses for illegals and that they need to have them. And my question is, where are they getting the license plates? Obviously, we're letting them register vehicles without licenses. And in this day of car bombs and stuff, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Thank you, Dan from Boise. Norm, what's your feeling?
Well, I know that the New York Governor Spitzer, I'm trying to get to learn things, but he doesn't want to issue licenses to illegal immigrants, you know, and I don't know how the hell you're going to get a cab in New York City anymore. I mean, it's hard enough, you know, for me especially as a black man.
No. All the immigrants are driving taxis in New York. He get rid of the immigrants, we won't have a way to get a taxi, especially as a black man. You know what? I never tried to get a taxi in New York. They were driving past me pretty fast when I went to New York. The taxis were flying by me. Black guy. They don't tip. God, we have to start tipping. I don't know if it's more. Okay, it looks like it's more. It just looks like some merch right here. Let's see. Oh, it's another joke. Anyone have any Norm MacDonald merch?
Have you heard about this Huckleberry Finn thing?
Here we go.
I heard something about they wanted to take the N-word out, right?
Yeah, anyways, I wanted to bring it up before I forgot, and then we'll get on to my my projects.
All right, do you have any observation on it, any tweets on it, or just the cognizance of the fact that they want to...
No, I feel it's a thorny issue.
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't the whole thing.
Norm,
I thought you were going to go like, well, how so, or something.
Tell us more, Norm. Why don't you
I feel it's a thorny issue.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why.
Why, Norm?
Well, you got Mark Twain, you know, and you're talking about, I mean, for those of you who don't know, you know what I'm talking about. They've taken out the N-word, you know, out of many of the books of Huckleberry Finn.
Norm, they've taken out.
And so you got a thorny issue that I think I have a solution to.
What's the solution, Norm?
Do you want to hear it?
No,
yeah, what is it, dude?
Never anything more.
Well, the thorny issue is this.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to take, you know, Mark Twain, you know, one of the greatest writer ever to brush paper with ink, you know, and change his words, for God's sake. On the other side of the coin, you don't want to have a young African American boy in school, you know, hearing that word out loud and causing him pain. So it's a thorny issue. But I figure it this way. You read Huckleberry Finn.
You are so splendidly demented. Yeah, I've read it.
Splendidly demented.
You know it's written in the first person by Huckleberry Finn.
It's the first
yes,
person.
I do.
And you know it includes the N-word.
Yes.
Therefore, you just change Huckleberry Finn to a black kid.
And everything's
Everything's
like a rap song at that point, right?
Exactly. Everything's cool.
So we just, okay, guys, Huckleberry, let me get hip to him real quick. Huckleberry Finn, that's one, I'm not hip. I'm not hip. Huckleberry. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. It's the N-word in this book? This dude look like Luffy. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, a classic American novel by Mark Twain. Never heard of it, guys, or read it. Follows the journey of a teenage misfit, Huck Finn, and an escaped slave, Jim. It's Jim Crow. Why was it the slave named Jim? Jim down the Mississippi River on the raft. Wow. So that joke makes so much more sense now. If we change this guy to a black guy, it ultimately becomes a rap song. I wonder how the book go. Huckleberry walking through the streets with my niggas. Nigga this, nigga, and we nigga that a nigga. I saw a nigga pulled up on my niggas, and then we said, what up, nigga? And everybody said, nigga. I don't know. I don't got to read the Huckleberry. Something with N in there, though, the N-word. Norm MacDonald. Norm MacDonald is splendidly demented. I am so glad that they said the perfect words for me to describe him. I don't even know what to say. You know, I'm going to go look in the mirror real quick, do some self-evaluation. You know, I'm just messing around. Norm MacDonald is foul, dude. We're gonna leave that at that. I'm gonna keep this outro rather short because it can be risky if I go off into any other ventures. But with a full Norm MacDonald that we could check out, any full stand-ups we could check out, put in the comments. How many times does he say black guy in a stand-up? Us black guys would like to know. I wish I was one of the, you know, athletic football playing black guys. I'm strong and all, but I was one of the different black guys, the golf playing black guy, wrestling. I played the different sports. Tennis. About to go play some basketball, see if I can dunk. I gotta go find me the nearest white guy. I'll be back.
Weekend Update with Norm MacDonald.
Thank you. I'm Norm MacDonald, and now the fake news. Yesterday, Simpson trial Judge Lancito allowed that mystery envelope to be opened, and it appears Simpson may already have won $10 million. The first deaf Miss America, Heather Whitestone, was crowned last week in Atlantic City. Although completely deaf, she is an expert lip reader. Personally, I don't think she's that pretty, you know. Not my cup of tea. Well, David Hasselhoff is a huge rock star in Germany, where his latest album sold 5 million copies this week, which once again proves my theory: Germans love David Hasselhoff. Christy Brinkley told reporters this week that her marriage to Billy Joel was over long before their divorce. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Christy Brinkley and that she was married to Billy Joel. And in a related story, this week marked the 5,000th performance of the Broadway musical Cats. It also marked the 5,000th time a guy turned to his wife and said, "What the hell is this?" And finally, John Wayne Bobbitt is going to be an adult film star. He has been signed to play himself in the John Wayne Bobbitt story. The part of his severed penis will be portrayed by Pauly Shore. According to an obscure 14th century law, British Army Captain James Hewitt could be hanged for having an affair with Princess Diana. The punishment for having sex with Princess Diana is death. The punishment for having sex with Princess Anne is having sex with Princess Anne. Las Vegas mogul Steve Wynn has announced plans for a new hotel, 46 stories high, set on a 17-acre island in the middle of a 50-acre artificial lake on the Las Vegas Strip. In a related story, Motel 6 now has shampoo. Well, a beef-flavored water for dog hit stores this week, and dogs are eagerly anticipating the arrival next month of the newest water flavor, other dogs' asses. With Republican control of the Senate, Oregon's Bob Packwood will become chairman of the Senate Finance Committee. In a statement, he promised to massage the budget, goose interest rates, and, if possible, stick his tongue down the throat of inflation. A French man who calls himself the Snake Man was arrested this week after climbing up the side of a Manhattan high-rise. Yep, he climbed right up the side of a high-rise, just like a snake. Dr. James Watts, a neurosurgeon who performed the first frontal lobotomy, died this week in Washington. If you recall, a lobotomy involves drilling holes in the skull and then inserting and rotating a knife to destroy brain cells. What a genius, he'll be missed. This week is Taxi Cab Appreciation Week, so to all you taxi cab drivers out there, I'd appreciate it if you'd take a shower once in a while. How'd that be? A new hangover-free vodka is on the market. The ads claim that the 80-proof vodka is so pure, it's virtually headache-free. But before you run out and buy it, remember, it causes massive anal bleeding. Former First Lady Nancy Reagan reports that her husband has been relaxing at their ranch, riding horses and chopping wood. Sadly, eyewitnesses report that he was actually riding wood and chopping horses. Ted Kennedy says now that he's won re-election, he can finally relax, get off that crazy diet, and really let himself go. Yeah, Ricky Lake, you know, she really is an animal lover, though. She has 3 cats, 2 dogs, and a big ass that follows her around everywhere. Well, there may be trouble in paradise. Lisa Marie Presley confirmed this week that she and Michael Jackson live in separate residences 50 miles away from each other. Lisa Marie was quoted as saying, "I guess being married to a homosexual pedophile wasn't such a great idea after all." Kenny G has a Christmas album out this year. Hey, happy birthday, Jesus. Hope you like crap. Serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer was attacked and killed by another inmate this week. Just before the fight, Dahmer threatened, "Hey, don't mess with me, pal. I used to eat guys like you for breakfast." Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Oh, I'm sorry. That should read, Yippee! Jerry Rubin died last week. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. My mistake completely. I didn't read it right. And now it's time for Weekend Update's movie reviews. This week I saw Interview with the Vampire. And here's my review. Not gay enough. A Brooklyn man crossing an expressway on Monday was hit by at least 10 cars. According to police, the man's body was spread over a 2-block area. Police also reported that various organs were flattened on the road and that his spine had been ripped out of his torso. The man is currently resting in stable condition at St. Mary's Hospital. Well, a study this week reports seafood is good for you unless it's fried. Yet another groundbreaking story from the pages of the medical journal, Duh. A new FBI study shows that for the first time, Americans are more likely to be killed by a stranger than a loved one or acquaintance. Their advice? Introduce yourself to as many people as possible. A sheepdog carrying $250,000 worth of cocaine in its stomach was found at JFK Airport earlier this week. A customs agent got suspicious when he saw two airline employees taking turns sniffing the dog's ass. O.J. Simpson's lawyers have decided to skip hearings on DNA evidence and go right to trial. Asked why they did this, the lawyers replied, "We want to get O.J. acquitted as speedily as possible so he can get back to doing what he does best, killing people." There's a new 24-hour cable TV channel now. It's called Fish TV. The channel shows a giant aquarium of fish 24 hours a day, except from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. when it shows the Byron Allen Show. In a survey this week, men said they preferred penis size to height. 62% of men said they'd rather be 5'2" with a 7-inch penis. 36% said they'd rather be 6'3" with a 3-inch penis. And the remaining 2% said they'd rather be 1'4" with a 300-inch penis. Here we see the president and the first bitch. Hey, slow down, you bitch. Let me catch up. A 51-year-old cosmonaut set a world space endurance record this week after spending 367 days aboard the Russian space station Mir. And also, as a side note, he also smashed his own masturbation record. In Walnut Creek, California, anyone who turns in his gun can get free therapy. And anyone who doesn't turn in his gun can get free anything.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I was a broken apart by you.
Officials in Disney World have ordered their ride, the Extra Terror Estriel, to be shut down until it can be made scarier. When the attraction reopens in 2 weeks, it will be exactly the same, but missing 6 bolts. The United Paramount Network's new show, Star Trek Voyager, finished in first place Monday night with a 14.7 rating. For those of you who don't know, 1 rating point is equal to 950,000 nerds. In his book, O.J. Simpson says that he would have taken a bullet or stood in front of a train for Nicole. Man, I'm going to tell you, that is some bad luck when the one guy who would have died for you kills you. That's probably... You don't get worse luck than that. Taco Bell this week introduced a new light menu, as well as a new slogan: half the fat, but still tastes like crap. OJ's pal Al Cowlings now has a 1-900 number. For $2.99 a minute, Cowlings will tell callers that OJ is innocent. And for $3.99 a minute, he'll try to do it without laughing. And now a correction to a story we ran last week. Prince Charles is actually the one in the middle. So we apologize for that. 130 years after the Civil War, the state of Mississippi has finally voted to abolish slavery. Representatives say they would have liked to have done it sooner, but they were delayed due to some awfully big cotton crops. They had some kind of big cotton thing. All right. And finally, the Oscar nominations were announced this week, and Tom Hanks and Jodie Foster are in a heated competition in the Academy's controversial new category, Best Retard. Well, there's good news this week from strife-torn Ireland, where a historic peace agreement has just been signed.
Gee, I wonder if anyone will celebrate by drinking. New medical research shows that men and women have different food cravings. Men preferring meat and women preferring sweets. Scientists trace this back to caveman days, when men had to go out and hunt for food while women sat on their fat asses eating chocolates. Washington Power to some Mary Madeline and James Carville are expecting their first baby in July. No one knows if the baby will be a Democrat or a Republican, but doctors are sure of one thing: it will be weird looking. This was Colin Ferguson's first week in prison. Ferguson has reportedly dismissed his cellmate, and from now on he will be acting as his own bitch. The richest girl in the world, billionaire Athena Onassis, celebrated her 10th birthday this week. What's it like to be the richest girl in the world? Well, to give you some idea, at the party, they had 2 cakes. Due to a change in policy, Amtrak employees will no longer be able to kick homeless people out of Penn Station based on the way they look. From now on, they will have to go solely on urine stench. Some teenagers are snorting or injecting Ritalin, a drug prescribed to treat attention deficit disorder in children. Drug abuse experts warn that Ritalin can cause accelerated blood pressure, along with enhanced mental alertness, a surge of energy, and an increased sense of self-confidence. And remember, kids, those are bad things. According to a controversial new biography, Elizabeth Taylor likes her lovemaking loud, rough, and frequent. Coincidentally, that's also how she likes to eat. Well, it's official. There you go. Michael Jordan is leaving baseball to return to basketball. It is unclear whether the media will now refer to him by his old basketball nickname, Air Jordan, or his more recent baseball nickname, Senior Crappy. Newlyweds Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson had their first argument this week. He wants kids, while she wants fake kids. A new study says that people who quit smoking have healthier lungs. Yet another groundbreaking story from the pages of the medical journal, Duh. And in court this week, Cato Kalin testified that O.J. Simpson did not appear angry before or after the period of his wife's murder. But Kalin admitted he could have been a touch edgy while he was actually murdering her. Might have been a... Leona Helmsley fired a maid this week for stealing her Victoria's Secret lingerie. And you think she looks hot here, huh? Imagine, if you would, with the Hertz rental car company announced this week that it will buy 520,000 vehicles, increasing its worldwide fleet 24%. In addition, they will try to find a new spokesman who won't kill his ex-wife. And finally, the Diamond Council of America advises that men spend 2 months' salary on an engagement ring, while the American Housing Company suggests that you spend 25% of your salary on rent. Interestingly, the U.S. Crack Association recommends that you spend all your salary on crack. In medical news this week, scientists report there may soon be a vaccine for drug addicts, which completely eliminates the craving for cocaine. They caution, however, that the vaccine is extremely dangerous, highly addictive, and costs $10,000 a gram. This week at the O.J. Simpson trial, the infamous bloody glove was finally introduced into evidence, and O.J. didn't help his case any by blurting out, "There it is, I've been looking all over for that thing." In a bid to boost low attendance, officials at the New Jersey State Aquarium have announced plans for a $4 million facelift. In addition, flashing neon signs will be placed outside the aquarium stating that the fish are, quote, all nude all the time. Julia Roberts told reporters this week that her marriage to Lyle Lovett has been over for some time. The key moment, she said, came when she realized that she was Julia Roberts and that she was married to Lyle Lovett. Last week, Duchess of York Sarah Ferguson visited the Big Apple and showed off her 14-pound weight loss. Hopefully, this will not interfere with her official duties of sitting on her fat ass all day long. Well, singer Willie Nelson, who was arrested recently in Texas for marijuana possession, saw the charges against him dropped this week. A judge ruled the arrest had been illegal because police didn't have probable cause to search his car for pot. How about the fact he's Willie Nelson? Well, the magazine POV came out this week with a list of the best and worst jobs to have in the next century. Their three best were, in this order, multimedia software designer, management consultant, and interactive advertising executive. While their worst, for the third year in a row, crack whore. Dismissed Simpson juror Jeanette Harris revealed in interviews this week that the jury is torn by dissension and is already divided into two camps, those who think he is guilty and those who are really, really stupid. A Cambridge, Massachusetts juror found City Councilman William Walsh not guilty of malicious destruction of property after he removed 2 dildos from a sculpture in the City Hall annex. Walsh's defense was that he was walking by, saw them, and said to himself, "Hey, free dildos!" Look at there. Well, Premiere Magazine's list of the 100 most powerful people in Hollywood hit the newsstands this month. In an odd bit of ranking, Demi Moore was ranked number 28, while her breasts were ranked 20 and 21. So, at a press conference this week, Washington Mayor Marion Barry said he wants private businesses to provide 5,000 summer jobs for a district youth program. He also wants some crack. At Virginia Commonwealth University, a professor is being sued following revelations that he spanked one of his students. It was the student's parents who first became suspicious when they asked, "What kind of marks are you getting?" And she replied, "Big red ones on my ass." So... For the 5th year in a row, People magazine has named John F. Kennedy Jr. one of its 50 most beautiful people. Meanwhile, Big Red Nose magazine has named Ted Kennedy one of its 50 faces most ravaged by drink. Well, in Buffalo, Wyoming, a truck jackknifed this week, spilling hundreds of sticks of dynamite on the I-90 interstate, though officials noted that there is absolutely no danger as long as you're protected by magic. Yeah, I wish I was protected by magic. All right. In stock market news this week, April's 3 biggest losers were Cantab Pharmaceuticals, Champion Enterprises, and Crapco, which manufactures crap. And also crap-related items, most recently Mariah Carey's Christmas album. Due to expected cutbacks in funding for PBS's The Frugal Gourmet, has announced that he'll be changing his name to The Cheap Bastard. Well, in a questionable move by the defense team this week, O.J. Simpson demonstrated how to stab two people at the same time. Well, Gary Busey left the hospital this week after overdosing on cocaine last Friday. Doctors say Busey is okay and he should be back in the hospital in no time. Last Friday in Washington, D.C., the city's elementary school students pledged to stay drug-free as a gift to their moms on Mother's Day. Meanwhile, D.C. Mayor Marion Barry got his mom a great big box of chocolates. The Walt Disney Company has announced plans to build a $300 million hotel and entertainment complex in New York's Times Square. Construction begins next spring on their first attraction, Crack Horrors of the Caribbean. The American Academy of Pediatrics has released an updated list of unsafe baby products. Topping the list this year is the really, 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 really high chair.
Norm, one thing that's important is you have written this book, and we do at book events like this, we have people, the authors read.
Oh, read from the book?
Yeah. So we would like you to read read from the book. Yeah. All right. And then we can have more questions, conversation, whatever.
Hi, guys.
It's a great crowd. These people really appreciate you.
I love the history of the how it turned from a place of the Lord to a seedy nightclub. Then the Lord came back. It was a cool.
It's a great story.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
And I love houses of worship. I go to churches wherever because I travel a lot doing stand-up, and churches, and especially old churches, are my favorite places to go. And I'm a religious person, but I'm never preachy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've gotten into discussions with people on Twitter when they will demand that you declare that you're an atheist, right?
Yeah. People, it's very stylish to be atheist. And listen, I cannot stand preachy people. And the only thing I would say is, you can't get into heaven without Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Now, if that's preachy.
Yeah. So this this chapter you're going to read to us, it's called Tiny White Coffin, right?
It's called Tiny White Coffin because one time I saw a tiny white coffin, and it struck me as one of the saddest images I'd ever seen. So anyways, the story is about, this is just the end of the story, but at the start of the story, it's about a child. When you're a celebrity of any sort, people want things from you, especially terminally ill children. So anyways, there was a Make-A-Wish Foundation, and this child wanted to come to SNL.
Natural.
And watch me throughout the week and see how an idea became a sketch. So I said, okay, that's a wonderful idea. And I talked to him at his bedside, and I got everybody else to scram, and I was saying how touched I was that he wanted to do that. And then he said, I don't want to do that. I just made that up. I haven't liked SNL since Bill Murray left. So I said, well, what do you want me for? He said, well, do you have your Canadian citizenship still? And I said, yes, I'm Canadian, And he said, well, that helps my wish. My wish is to kill a baby seal. So we took him, me and my buddy. We went to Gander, Newfoundland, where we got the services of Edward McClintock, a cod fisherman. And he took us to the flow, And we found the and the boy had a terrible cough, and Edward McClintock said he's not going to make it through the North Atlantic. And I said, but his final wish, But I worried about the boy, So many pills. But I tried to entertain him. We would sit and we'd look. The sky is so beautiful and limitless when you get to these super northern places. And we'd look at the clouds, the boy and I, and we try to find figures in them. Like I go, that cloud looks like a half-eaten pickle. The boy had not learned that life was about food yet. So he saw other things, He would go, look, there's a man with a beard. And I'd say, I don't see it. And he'd go, wait, see where that's his mouth. And then that's his chin. I go, yes, it is a man with a beard. Right, you are. And, and I go, what about that one? It's an alligator. He go, I see this, an alligator. So we both saw an alligator, and on it went. So finally, we get to we hear the odd noise I'd never heard, and Edward McClintock said, harp seal.
Yeah.
Baby harp. So we said, oh, God, thank God, because it was getting, we'd been on the sea for a couple of days. And we go, and then we heard gunshots. And Edward McClintock said, damn punks from St. John's with their revolvers. That's not how you kill a seal. And we said, well, how do you kill it? And he produced a rucksack. And out of the rucksack was this medieval-looking sort of thing. It was called a hack-a-pick.
Hack-a-pick.
And Edward McClintock gave instructions to the boy. And he said, a seal's skull is as thin as a shadow by. Strike him with this hack-a-pick directly above the eyes and watch as they go glassy. So the boy ran away. No, he didn't run away, man. He ran toward the
harp seal.
Toward the baby harp. And me and Edward McClintock and my buddy stood there, and he had such strength suddenly, this child, and he struck as hard as he could, and the blood came out. It was so red with the white behind it, just this fountain of blood. Most of it hit the boy's face and in his mouth, and it was almost like the life of the seal itself was transferring to the child. And then me and my friend and Edward McClintock, we just stood and watched this wicked miracle unfold. And on our way back, we were all depressed and we couldn't get the image out of our mind, except for the boy who sang gay songs. I gave him his pills and he threw them in the North Atlantic. He didn't want the pills. And we went back, and a miracle had happened. The boy was free of his disease. It was it was in the New York newspapers at the time. This was about 18 years ago. And he got a small measure of fame for it, and he got to go to Gracie Mansion, and he met the mayor, and he was on the Donahue program.
Cured.
Phil Donahue program. Cured. Yeah, there were other people with him that had been cured and so forth. He didn't. It remained a secret of how he was cured. But and it was barely mentioned a year later when he was struck by a city bus and killed. So, anyways,
that's. So that's where we pick up the story.
Yes, we'll pick up the story there.
Good.
Because I thought That page would be too long to read.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the story. The boy had turned 10 years old only a few days before the accident, and now he lay in Strickland's funeral home in a tiny white coffin. When all the strangers had finished looking at him and sadly shaking their heads so that all present knew their feelings on the matter, his mother was left alone in the room with the tiny white coffin, alone but for me. I lingered behind unseen while the funeral director shooed the others into a room with a sad-faced pastor who was preparing to speak. The mother stood and looked down into the tiny white coffin. Her posture, which had been rigid all morning, went slack at the shoulder and neck. Her hands remained clasped tightly in front of her. The boy was wearing a navy blue suit with a white shirt and a tie, but he still did not look like a man. I stayed quiet in the shadows so as not to disturb the moment. After a time had passed, the funeral director opened the door and quietly let the mother know that her time was up. As she turned to leave, she looked one last time into the tiny white coffin, and then she did a strange thing, a thing that I shall never forget. She straightened the knot on the boy's tie and looked to make sure that it was correct. I took in a fast, jagged gulp of air and slunk into the next room before she noticed me. There were cookies and an urn of coffee on a table in the room. The cookies were awful. None of the cookies contained jelly in the middle, which are widely considered to be the best funeral home cookies. Instead, there were only dry shortbreads. The coffee was black, and there was no cream or milk, just packets of white-yellow powder. When I poured the powder into the styrofoam cup of black, bitter coffee, it just sat in a pile on the top. When I mixed the powder in, using a black plastic stick, the coffee turned gray like dishwater. It got me pretty steamed. And I'm sure the rest of the people who had gathered felt the same way. We all went into the adjoining room and took our seats. The tiny white coffin had been placed in the front of the room, and the sad-faced pastor was standing beside it. The sad-faced pastor told us how the boy had not been an ordinary boy. He had been very special. He had been a brother and a son and a grandson and even a great-grandson. I looked over and saw them sitting there, the young and the old and the older and the oldest. The sad-faced pastor told us that some things were very mysterious, but that there was a meaning behind everything, even something as tragic as this. He then asked if anyone had anything they would like to say about the boy, and people came up, one at a time, to speak about the boy. I decided to go up to speak too, since I had experience in public speaking. Of course, I wasn't about to do my stand-up. That would be ridiculous. I pulled out the piece of paper with the speech I prepared, and then, just when I was about to read it, I suddenly changed my mind. Folks, I said, I have in my hand here a speech I wrote, a speech that's full of big fancy words, but I'm not going to read it. And I crumpled up my speech and threw it to the floor with contempt. You don't want to hear a bunch of fancy words, many of them so fancy you wouldn't even understand them. Instead, I will speak from the heart. I have never done such a thing before, but I hear it can be quite effective. So, ladies and gentlemen, bereaved relatives, youngsters who have lost a brother or a sister or a friend, the guy in the sad-faced pastor costume, the lady sitting beside him, I figure it's his wife or something, and finally, of course, the guy hanging around at the door wearing a Carolina Panthers jacket, who is clearly in the wrong room,
but has the grace to hang in there till the end. I thank you all for coming. I was proud to have known this boy, and I was proud that his last wish in life was to see me do a sketch on the Saturday Night Live program. Although I cannot say I was all that surprised. I'm a very good sketch player. But this is not about me. I really shouldn't be making it about me, but this is the first time I've ever spoken from the heart. So I beg your indulgence. I feel this speech will really start to get good very soon. But it didn't. And I realized something during the next 20 minutes. As my speech moved from one inane anecdote to another, none of them having anything to do with the boy. What I realized then was that some guys are very good at speaking from the heart, and some guys just aren't. Doesn't mean one guy's better than the other. Just different. So I was honest with the people. Ladies and gentlemen, I said, I apologize for this speech. For the last 5 or 6 minutes, I've been telling you about Gordie Howe. And I think we all know what an awful, awful mistake me speaking from the heart was. So, if I may ask your help, let's try to find that speech. You know, the one with the big fancy words that I threw away some minutes ago. It's got to be around here somewhere. Here it is, a sweet old lady near the front said. I read it and thought it was very good, especially the part about how we can learn more from the children than they can learn from us. Oh, excellent, I said. I'm glad you liked that part because it's the surprise ending. So that's shot. Guess I'll just have to read it without the surprise ending. And there appears to be coffee spilled all over it. Oh yes, the sweet old lady said. I spilled coffee all over the darn thing. Okay, well, I can't make out any of the big fancy words now at all. But it's nobody's fault. I mean, in all fairness, part of it is my fault for crumpling it up and tossing it away so cavalierly. Hey, you know, I think cavalierly might have been one of the big fancy words in my speech. Also, it's partly the sweet old lady's fault for spilling so much coffee on the paper that not a single word can be made out. But we're not here to place blame. I will say this about the young boy in the tiny white coffin. Despite the doctor's dire predictions, the boy was too tough, too resolute, too courageous to let something as small as a deadly disease defeat him. No, the boy was made of stronger stuff than that, and it took much more to defeat him. It took a 3-ton municipal bus, moving at 40 miles per hour, and driven by one Cecil Richard Anderson to defeat this boy. I heard the deepest of sobs and looked down to see a man wearing some sort of bus driver's uniform and being held up by 2 women. If you cry, sir, I said, then cry with envy and not pity, for the boy is in the clouds, and he is one with the clouds. It is we who are left, who are reminded on this unacceptable day that life is swift, and yet we are blind to its mighty splendor, which can be found in the simplest of things. Things like a walk in the park, a conversation with a good friend, a deep, rich coffee, leavened with half cream and half milk, and served in a sturdy mug, one with some heft, and with it, a delicious cookie that's white and has red jelly in the middle. Thank you for listening, and due to the solemnity of the occasion, I would ask you to hold your applause. From there, we all went to the graveyard. The day was bright and clean,
and the cool autumn air filled my lungs and made me feel healthy. A time passed, and then the hearse showed up. The pallbearers were all big men, and they carried the tiny white coffin as if it was very heavy, although it could not have weighed more than 80 or 90 pounds. There was a small hole in the ground and some dirt beside it. We stood in a circle, and the sad-faced pastor said some things in Latin, and then we formed a line. The sun was directly overhead and made the tiny white coffin ever so bright, and I took a handful of dirt and flung it down on top. Then it was the next guy's turn. Afterward, I walked back alone down a long black top road, and it was cold, and in the sky there were white clouds, and they all looked like white clouds and nothing else.
I saw that book for the first time on your coffee table, covered in.
It knocked me out, that story.
You're upset?
Well, no, you know, something like that happened to me. But anyways, on we go.
That's so crazy. It's very strange. You like the point? No, yeah, that's nice, Norm.
The Norm and Friends tour.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is the most comedians I've ever had on at one time.
Yeah.
Not sure how this is going to work, but we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it, see?
Yeah, sure.
Now, first of all, Adam, I got to talk to you. You've been working with all these guys. You've been working with Norm probably... You've been working for him with him for a long time.
Yeah,
right?
we all have been. We all know each other as long, you know, forever. Me and Spade and Schneider used to live all right across the street from each other since we're like 20 years old or something.
Right. There you go.
And Swartzen we don't know that well, but we got. But Normie. No, I think what he's bringing up was when me and Norm, when we did Billy Madison, I said I would tell him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's like the first time you guys worked together in a movie, right?
Yeah. Movie. I mean, it was the first.
That was our first movie.
Hey, we're right here, guys. We're right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So Norm and I did the movie, and Norm is we didn't know each other's acting style. Yeah.
Right.
So me and Norm are best friends in the movie, and we're out at the pool. We're doing a pool scene. I'm Billy Madison, of course. So old Billy's gonna talk to you and Frank.
I played Frank.
You're gonna turn and clarify everything.
I get nervous with Normie behind me. But so anyway, so I'm doing a scene with Norm at the pool, and I tell him, I say my line. I think I did it very well, and then I'm like, let me see how Norm, you know, ping-pongs this line back. and so there was a little bit of a delay, and I was like, old Norm likes to take his time.
Yeah.
And then
maybe it's an acting technique, right?
Maybe he's going deep for this. Yeah, right. And then I'm waiting a little longer, and I'm like, wow, he's really milking this one. And then a few more seconds, I noticed old Norm was sleeping. Right? Remember that?
I got
Yes, sir.
You fell asleep while the camera was rolling.
Well, they wanted me to play a drunk.
That's right. That's right.
And so I said, you got some booze?
No,
but also he called me Frank, and in my mind I was thinking, who the is Frank?
That's right. That's right.
Yes, Rob, you had something. You had something you wanted to add.
Conan, I just realized that I'm basically in the audience.
Now, David, let me ask you something. I understand that on this Here Comes the Funny tour, there's a group chat that you guys have engaged in. How's that going?
Well, obviously we all just make fun of each other, and Rob got a good one in on Adam, because Adam is not off limits. He really pretends to be one of the guys. And he says, hey, I'm fair game. But Rob goes, hey, Adam, you know, when you do the show, you should tape it, and then you see where the jokes don't work, and then take those jokes out of your act and put better ones in. He goes, that's what I do!
By the way, I just want to say about the private jet. Sometimes Adam's nice enough to actually let us go up front where he sits. Which is
that's
good.
nice.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Hey, so now, Norm, it's an amazing lineup. How excited have the crowds been? Have they been excited?
They've been incredible. You know, every city we go to, this is what I see my duty.
Why do you talk like an old Civil War general? Why? We're gonna take that ridge, I tell you. We're gonna get on our horses, see, and go up that ridge. And we're gonna drive those Yankees all the way back to Boston.
I just think a comedy engine that powerful takes some time to rev up.
That's right, Eddie.
Tell us about those crowds you've been seeing, Norm.
Well, I during the day I hit the streets with a sandwich board and try to get people out. And I was in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah. Denver, sure.
And the guy says, "You're doing a show here." I said, "Yeah, where? The big auditorium." He goes, "How do you get to play the big auditorium?" I said, "I'll tell you. It's not just me. It's David Spade will be there, and Nick Schwartzen too." Well, by God, the fella said, from the Sandler movies, they're fantastic. I'd pay anything. It's just I don't have much money. I'm down on my luck. I says, "I can get you tickets. I can get you tickets, sir." He goes, "It'd be a dream of a lifetime." I said, "Well, if you think that's a dream, wait till you hear this. Adam Sandler will be there himself." My God, the guy said, "I'll bring me and my wife too, is that all right?" I said, "Sure, I'll get you 2 tickets." He says, "What time's the show?" I said, "It's at 8 o'clock. I said, "Also, Rob Schneider's there." He said, 8 o'clock's not good, that's when the news is on.
Let me just say, Norm, let me just say, I think it was a bathroom break in the middle of that joke.
Yeah.
Also, no, it's my job on tour. Let me just say this: is to introduce all these wonderful comics,
he's a great
and to make sure to find wherever Norm has run off to.
Yeah. Now, Norm, you have a theory, apparently, that it's very famous for difficult people to bomb on
It's
stage.
very famous for difficult people to bomb. What are you, on acid?
Sorry, I'm channeling your old Bob Dole character. You've said it's very difficult for famous people to bomb. That's what I meant to say.
You're actually more articulate when you're not reading off a blue card.
I lost the will to live a long time. But you know what I just realized? You should be sitting in the background of every show on television, just spouting shit the whole time.
David Spade and I have had a hell of a time. Well, he's been a good man to me, I'll tell you that.
When we get home at night, we all get to this hotel, and then when we walk up, me and Norm are on the same floor, and then separate from Adam, and then we go up, and then Norm goes, "Hey, want to cruise in for a while?" But I'm sort of the biggest puss in the tour. I always go to bed early. I go, "Nah, I'm gonna crash, and probably take a bath, just crash." He goes, "You can take one here, and we get some food." I'm like, "No thanks, Cosby. I'm just gonna." And he goes, "Nah, come on in." He goes, "We'll order food. We'll have some fun. We'll talk, play games." I go, "I wish a chick would ever do this in my life." So I go, I'm just gonna cruise." He goes, "All right." And then the next day he goes, he's with everyone. He goes, "Last night, Spade, I ordered all this food for him, and he blows me off." I go, I told you I didn't want to eat food." He goes, "Oh, okay, this guy thinks I'm made of money. I'm not getting paid shit on this."
Yeah, we all have a Norm impression. My favorite is that we were in Colorado at the same time.
Yeah.
"Hey, you got legal marijuana here. Yeah, and it's not like California where you need like a marijuana license. You know, you gotta have a reason for medical marijuana, like Tuesdays make me sad."
What was that?
Is it legal on a talk show host? I mean, on a talk show, I'm being like... I know,
Maybe you need a blue card there, old man.
Is it legal for a fellow guest to rape my act for an anecdote?
You tell us, Cosby.
We haven't heard from Nick Schwartzen.
Yes, Nick. What about Nick?
Nick, what do you got? How are you enjoying the tour?
My favorite, going back to that text thread, and it was the last show at
Mohegan Sun, and we were exhausted, and so we all slept in. And I woke up at 11 a.m., and Norm had texted everybody at 8 a.m. He goes to, yeah, it was. And he go, hey, anybody want to get breakfast? And we were all asleep, we were tired. And we all woke up at like 11, and then I text everybody, I'm like, hey, does anybody want to get breakfast? People were like, yeah, let's go eat. And then Norm got mad at me for like 2 days. He was like, I had the idea for breakfast. He goes, you took my idea for breakfast. I thought of that.
6 8.
I thought of that first.
That's my idea. Breakfast is from my act.
These showbiz folks get up. These showbiz folks get up late.
Yeah, all right.
I get up early. I get up so early, I wake up the rooster.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Taylor.
She's so whack. Gotta give her a chance to go first, and she's a goofball. All right.
Okay.
Hey guys. Well, I'm Josh.
Whatever. I'm Taylor.
And we're gonna be checking out what's his Norm?
Norm MacDonald.
Norm MacDonald. A lot of people been asked to check out his stuff, and this was what do you call? Who
writes his joke? Who writes these jokes?
Who writes these jokes? Yeah, a link that a bunch of people been sharing in the comments. So we're gonna hop into this Norm MacDonald. I've seen him before in a couple things, but I haven't seen any stand up. This doesn't look like stand up though, so we're gonna see right now.
Yeah, it's time to do jokes. This is where we put in a big thing, jokes.
Yeah.
So here, you can
Does
start.
it flash? Does it have
You
exclamation
can start.
mark?
Just do the joke right into that camera.
And who wrote these? You got me just doing jokes.
Just read it.
Unsolicited. Is this from that joke book, that 1942?
No, this is a real joke.
Two businessmen bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million. They are very excited with their purchase, as this is the only legal way to own black people. Now that is here, and I read that.
Well, you're not there. You know how businessmen are racist.
They are.
Yes, it's them being racist.
They
not
are.
you.
The two businessmen that bought the Milwaukee Bucks for $550 million are racist,
Oh
according
no, they're
to this.
fine, man. You know, my clothes, Larry, make me look slimmer, but they did not fool that flight of stairs that collapsed under my astonishing new girth.
Who writes these?
I'm
where do they come from?
A man in Chipata allowed a hyena to eat his penis after being told by a witch doctor that would help him become rich. Is it me, or does it sound like that hyena and witch doctor were in cahoots?
I think maybe they were in cahoots.
See, who writes these?
Huh?
We should have this person locked up and looked at, or at least looked at. A 28-year-old med student is auctioning off her virginity online. For $300,000, you can have the worst sex of your life. That's good.
That ain't bad. That ain't
Who
bad.
writes these?
Oh, well. How about this one?
I know who writes them. You know who writes them? Prison, men in prison.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let's get back to Tom.
You wrote all these, Norm, or you write you? Music is the universal language, but one day soon it will be replaced by Chinese.
Yeah,
that's right.
Hey, we got some jokes.
All right,
but that's all right.
But you know, are these street jokes?
No.
So you wrote them?
They're not. Someone wrote them.
Some of them wrote that you know.
Yeah, some people in this room.
Okay, cool.
Some people in this
Thank
room.
you.
I don't want to say who because in case the joke doesn't work.
Okay, all right. Boy, was it hot outside today. I went out to buy a California Pizza Kitchen signature pepperoni frozen flatbread, and by the time I got home, it was perfectly cooked and entirely eaten. 100% true.
Oh, you ate it.
What?
See, I love
Wait,
how
stop.
I love how he laughs. It's just weird, right? Just some of them are odd.
This is a weird joke.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
This is a joke.
Well, some of them.
But this is a joke.
I think technically.
Like an observational joke.
Las Vegas is now home to a 550-foot-tall Ferris wheel. Also drawing thousands to Las Vegas, whores. that's you. That's your voice all the way right there. That's the old Norm MacDonald lean in, whores.
No. Hey, World Cup. You watch the World Cup?
Oh, I'm wearing one. I'm king here. In World Cup soccer, Mexico defeated Cameroon 1-0, or as it's known in soccer, a blowout. Right?
Yeah, very low scoring games. Yeah.
Who wrote these? The enemy? Can't find a joke we like here.
All right, listen, man. A lot of people talk about masturbating to the Sears catalog when they were younger, you know?
Yes, I've looked through them.
You know, because of nowadays with the porn and everything. But I'm a lot older than that. Back in my days, you actually had to go to a Sears store and fucking whack off. I used to love mannequins.
That doesn't make sense because
Did
Sears started as a catalog.
It did?
Yeah.
Sears?
Oh, you're right. You're right. That didn't make sense.
Did you write that one?
Well, you're right, though, because you know what? They used it in the old outhouses. They would use the Sears catalog as toilet paper.
Toilet paper. Because the paper was so thin, probably.
Hey, a cowboy at a rodeo in Georgia used his lasso to apprehend a gunman. At least this is according to a recent segment of America's hottest new game show. Georgia Police Blotter or episode synopsis from Walker, Texas Ranger.
It's so long.
I know.
Too long. It wasn't beaded out properly. Where did these come from?
Hey, All My Children star Matthew Cowles. You ever watch All My Children?
Sure.
Well, All My Children star Matthew Cowles has died at the age of 69.
Oh.
Or has he?
Oh.
It's what is all the children called? It's called a soap opera.
Yeah.
Soap opera.
Where do you get these jokes?
Some guy.
Some guy.
The only things certain in life are death, taxes, and getting caught whacking off in a Target dressing room.
Are these your tips?
I learned that the hard way. You want to read a joke?
Yeah, man. Who wrote these jokes?
We can't say.
I'd like to do something about a film or something. Oh, good.
How do you know that fact? How do you know that fact?
Glanced and saw.
I'm a good cheater. Fast and Furious 6 opens next week. The cast is getting a little older. It's less fast and furious and more like brisk and peeved.
So stupid.
Remember the good old days back when MILF stood for mentally ill ladies I'd like to fuck? Right.
Do you have a writing staff?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
We have Steve O'Donnell.
Dude, these are really good.
To stop a pit bull attacking her daughter, a Texas man bit the dog. Well, that's an interesting story. A man bites a dog. It's not what I would call news.
Man bites dog?
Yeah.
It used to be dog bites man, right?
Yeah.
Is that the joke?
Yeah.
I don't get this. I don't get it. Really. Do you write these for real? These come from the fucking YouTube subscribers or whatever. Are these the audience? They write them? Did you read them? Did you write them or the audience?
Sure.
No. Neil Patrick Harris posed nude for the cover of Rolling Stone except for a hat hanging off his wiener. And this morning, Adam Egat. Oh, is that your name? Fucking change it. And this morning, Adam woke up and said, "Hey, where's my hat?"
Neil Patrick Harris' cock.
It's on his dick. Go get it.
I bet Neil Patrick Harris fucking shoved his cock deep up his asshole. Huh?
Oh my God.
But he probably couldn't even get it hard because look at him. So he had to like cram it in. Like, you ever have to cram it in or no?
Recent studies show fish can communicate with each other using subtle physical gestures. One of their most common messages, "Let's leave this party early." I don't know, what is that?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a subtle, it's fucking his joke. This Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
That one I liked. That was my favorite. I'm keeping this.
That is a favorite? Did you write
I didn't write that one. No.
Sure, junkyard dogs are mean, but the meanest dogs are generally found guarding concentration camps. And it says here, there's a note. Early versions of the Jim Croce's 1973 smash hit Big Bad Leroy Brown. You remember that song?
Tell people what it
No, do you know what you just said?
It
Do you have
included.
any idea what you just read?
This says it
No, did you have any idea what you just read?
That
It was an
junkyard dogs.
anti-Semitic joke about the concentration camp.
No.
Oh,
Not
what do you mean?
anti-Semitic
No,
at all.
No, it's Semitic?
No.
Well, you know, I know what the problem
They
is.
use
'cause
Did you write it?
I didn't write that.
Who wrote it?
They
Are you-
use the meanest
wrote it?
dogs.
I don't know who wrote it.
We could nip March Madness in the bud if we watch for the warning signs of brooding antisocial February fever.
Who is writing this? You're doing this. This is your life. You're putting your life on it. You dress like horseshit tonight.
No, that was Adam Egan's
I don't
fault.
care.
That was Adam Egan's
I
fault.
told you to bring some kind of a host coat.
But that was
you
Adam
got
Egan's
a
fault.
thing with a hood.
But that was Adam Egan's
But then
fault.
you're reading these. This is you.
A Pakistani father stoned his daughter to death for marrying a man of her own choosing, which means Pakistan's tourism board is going to have to find a new slogan to replace "Come to Pakistan." 3 whole days without anyone being brutally stoned to death by her own father.
You like that one?
These are Norm MacDonald.
No, here, this is an actual joke.
That's what I was laughing at.
Mark, this is an actual joke. This is an actual
These are
joke.
Norm jokes.
This is an actual joke.
He's so stupid. Some of those, I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? But the ones that really hit, man, they're funny and goofy,
Yeah.
man.
So it's like they just write dumb jokes.
Yeah,
and read
now
them
people
like
like,
they're
read
not
them?
even good jokes.
Some of them are just stupid.
That first one though was intense.
Yeah, that was funny. That cracked me up. Like what? That dude was not having it on that concentration camp joke.
Oh yeah, he was
having
upset.
it.
Who was that?
I don't know.
He looks kind of familiar, but I don't know.
You know what you're reading?
He's like, look what you're wearing.
This
Your
your
thing has a
life.
hood on it. He's so upset.
He started pointing out shit that didn't even matter. That's how pissed he was. I love how that Norm MacDonald guy. He just kind of just
looking at the camera like
and just trying to like reiterate the joke. He said, "But you know they had the meanest dogs."
stupid.
Like reiterating like it's gonna make it better.
Right.
Oh, that was great.
He's crazy.
All the jokes are stupid, but I love how he didn't. He stood his ground, man. He kind of like doubled down. Like it's funny, man. Oh man,
that's horrible.
Oh my god, that's oh my god. As long as you have as long as you have the right delivery and it's coming from, it takes the right person too. Somebody has to be good at doing it, man.
Mhm.
Anything can be funny to me. Like you can get
Yeah.
offended by it if you want to, but anything has the possibility of being funny. That was funny. That was
Yeah.
great. A lot of those jokes were super stupid and they made me giggle because they're just so they're so dumb.
Right.
But the ones that hit really hit. That was funny,
Mhm.
man. I never heard of that show.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a show.
Is that like a YouTube only show or like what is? Because they got what's his name? I can't think of his name. I'm doing a terrible job. The guy who played Joe Dirt, David Spade.
Oh yeah, David Spade.
David Spade was like, this is like YouTubers like writing these jokes,
Comments,
whatever. Like
yeah.
people on your YouTube watchers.
Subscribers.
So maybe it's just a YouTube only show. I want to check that show out now. That dude, so it is goofy. I love how like the funniest like there was a lot of funny ones, but the one that just kind of I was caught off guard, but also still funny was when just how like the guy was so offended by like the anti-Semitic joke about the concentration camp, and Norm just still like smiling, tumbling down. And just, oh no, he didn't care at all. That was great. I loved it. That was great, man. Yeah, guys, great recommendation. Didn't know he did a show like this. I didn't even know he did stand up. I just seen him in other stuff.
Yeah,
periodically, like
movies,
in like
yeah.
sometimes I've seen him in, I think I've seen him in a couple shows, a few other things. Because of course, like I know who he is.
Yeah.
I've seen him like as a guest star on a couple things, but I've never seen this before. This is funny,
Mhm.
man. Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys very much for suggesting this. Speech impediment. Thanks for suggesting this, guys. Please give us a like, subscribe. Please continue to comment below. We'll continue to get to as many as possible, if not all of them. We do a pretty good job at that, I believe. Thank you for getting us past 2,500 subscribers. That's super awesome. We want to keep on growing and getting up. So please help us out by liking, share, and subscribe when you guys are checking us out. All that helps greatly, and we greatly appreciate it. We want to continue to grow the channel because we love doing this. Coming home from a hard day of work and laughing at some good stuff that you guys recommend, and we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
we're still starting to get a little. I see there's a new community tab or something on YouTube about how you can set up polls. So we're thinking about using that. So what do you guys think about that? Let us know in the comments below. If you guys want us to start using that poll system where you guys pick stuff, we put up a poll like 3 options, and then you guys vote it, and then we'll do those like first to kind of help with balancing out who stuff will react to first or what have you. So we're thinking about doing that. So just let us know, guys, what you think about that. And that is all. You have anything else, lady?
Nope, that's it.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for sticking with us this long. We appreciate it. Thanks for all the subscriptions. And we'll see you in the next one. Later.
He's older. He's got to be at least 8. And but when he's first born, you know, it's the most, you know this, the most exciting thing that's ever happened to
That's
me,
right,
you know?
yes.
And I'll never forget it. And then 6 months later, I went hang gliding. Way more exciting.
Wow, all right, well, I'll give that a try. Hang gliding, you say?
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Puts
might
that
as well.
whole having a baby thing right in the dust.
Okay.
All right.
Are you talking about Melrose Place? No, because
You're the biggest ass I ever met. I love you for it.
No, because I swear to God, and when I lived in L.A., I lived on the actual street called Melrose Place. There's an actual street.
There's a Melrose. Is there really a Melrose
There's really
place?
a Melrose Place.
Okay.
You
all
know
right.
this, right?
Yes, it's true.
So they opened a restaurant called Melrose Place on it, and then it's right beside my house. And every time I go out, there's all these like tourists, and then these tourists, like they're always fat and they're taking pictures, standing in front of this restaurant.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the help, pal. He'll get over it. You'll see. Now, I got to ask you about this because we brought... Shut up. That makes it all right. Well, I want to talk to you about something because this came up earlier in the show accidentally because I didn't know what Norm was going to talk about tonight, and it's best sometimes if I don't know. But he mentioned Carrot Top. You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
Okay. You've made a movie with Carrot Top. It's not out yet.
No, it's
Can you
not
put the
out yet.
picture up of Carrot Top again just so we can all see him? Oh, there it is again. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Wait a minute. She left Melrose Place to do a movie with Carrot Top?
That's where I'm going, my friend. This begs the question now. Why a movie with Carrot Top?
Why a movie with Carrot Top?
I mean, no, I don't know much about Carrot Top, you know? I don't know much about him. I'm a little jealous because he's a red-haired comedian, and I felt like maybe you'd do a movie with me first, then move on to Carrot Top, then to Ralph Mal from Happy Days. You know, sort of the three. There's an order in which you do movies with the redheads. What's he like, first of all?
He's extraordinarily sweet.
Nice guy.
He really is. And he worked very hard, and he was adorable.
And he works with a lot of props and stuff, too, right?
Not in the movie.
Oh, in the movie they took his props away?
They took his props away.
That's a bad time to suddenly take away everything you know about comedy. You know, you've been using props now all your life for comedy. Now we're going to take them away when you make your first movie. Was he okay, though, with it? He was cool?
He was great. He did a wonderful job.
Do you have a scene where you and him embrace?
Yeah, lots of making out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Nothing but making out.
All right.
It's like 9.5 weeks, but Carrot Top. Basically what we were doing.
Wow! I gotta check out that movie.
Is it called 9.5 Seconds? Like he's premature ejaculator.
We got it.
You know what happened? This is what happened. You know what happened? He said 9.5 seconds, and I'm looking at him because I know there's more. And I wait, and I see the glimmer in the eye, and then bang! I thought you were going to, but no. But what's the movie going to be called?
Well,
Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
She's in it.
What about my career?
Courtney Thorne Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for fun.
After you scare everybody else away?
No, I love this girl. I would see any movie with this girl in it. She's a beautiful lady and a talented, nice talk show guest.
As evidenced by her appearance on our rival show. All right, well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
You like people that are sincere.
Yes.
What about gifts? Are gifts a good idea? Is that put too much?
Gifts are good. Gifts are really, really nice. But I don't like. I dated a guy once. Well, we dated and we broke up. And to get back together, he gave me like this little G-string outfit. You know, like this little. And I was like, wait a minute. That's for you. That's not for me. So stuff like that is not good. Another guy gave me a keychain, a plastic keychain.
Well, that guy is a moron. How do I get the supermodel back? Hey, look, $1.99 at the airport. I heart New Jersey. Well, he really gave you a
He gave me a
keychain?
plastic. I was going to bring it out, but I couldn't get it off of my keys, so I left it backstage. But he gave me a keychain.
Why didn't you bring out the G-string?
I love that my dirty uncle's here for this tonight. I tell you what you gotta do. You gotta bring out that G-string.
No, I like guys who appeal to like the little, you know.
Wait a minute. Why are you looking at yourself while she's here?
Because I'm deathly pale. Look, see?
That was good.
I look like Nosferatu.
I love that you're sitting next to Rashamba, who's wearing that, and you're going, you're writing a book.
Yes.
How to be a model.
Yes. The Complete Idiot's Guide to Getting into Modeling.
So, like, rule number 1, be incredibly beautiful.
Right.
I mean, what are the things that you can do?
I know rule number 2.
Yeah.
Don't be a midget.
Okay, we'll talk about the book. But what is this?
There's like a really good-looking small person watching the show right now who feels terrible that you just said
But
that.
I just have one question. What is this fascination that guys have with prostitutes? That's all I want to know.
Gee, let's think about that.
I'll tell you what the fascination is.
Go, Norm, go.
Instead of going out and spending money on a keychain and a G-string, you spend money on sex.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot.
You know, it's so much more informative with you here. You're getting all this stuff that I wouldn't have the nerve to get. Now,
My wife went into a coma.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And the doctor said to me, you won't hear this from any 1935 comic. He says to me, there's one way to wake her up, but it's a little unconventional. You go in there and you have oral sex with her. I said, by God. He says, I've seen it work. I said, well, I'm willing to try. So I go in there, I'm in there about 5 minutes, and I come out. I said, Doc, she's choking.
I remember years ago you told me that you were there for the birth of your son, and I always remember this. And you said that was the most exciting thing you had ever participated in. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yes. And then what happened?
I took crystal meth.
Oh, no, you didn't. No.
I didn't know what you were getting
No,
at.
that's right. No, and then you said a couple of weeks later you went skydiving.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah, that was what it was. Yeah. And or hang gliding, yeah, hang gliding. And how was that compared to the birth? It was.
This was a joke I did at one point?
I have to do your act for you now? Is that what it's come to? And you said that was much more exciting than the birth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's